My Gavan and Melanine, and well met indeed. I'm Adakir Galadurthan, head of the modding team behind Divide and Conquer, and welcome back to the same as we start anew as the Woodland Realm. Many of you may be surprised to learn that because I do believe Lothlorien did actually win, but just briefly, I wanted to get a feel of who generally you all wanted to see, and it was a tight race between Lothlorien and the Woodland Realm, and it was so tight in fact that when I last checked there was only 3 votes separating them, so I went for the one that I wanted to play the most. And I wanted to play the Woodland Realm the most because we lost the last time we played as the Woodland Realm, and this time we're actually going to take all of the extra years since then, experience, take that forward and actually win. So this is of course a brand new version 5 campaign. This is as up to date as it is possible to be. The last changes that went into Divide and Conquer were completed yesterday by myself and Hummingbird. Hummingbird's was 2 days ago actually, and mine was yesterday. So, and this is built off of that. So everything is as up to date as it is possible to be. Just a brief note, when you all get your hands on version 5, young or old, experienced or nay, please do have a read through this message, because it just gives you a little bit of an idea of some of the things that you can and can't do in Divide and Conquer that you may not be aware of. So please do have a read of that. We are playing, of course, as the Woodland Realm, so I need to reword this message, because previously they were known as Thranduil's Realm, but now they are the Woodland Realm. And if you wish to, you're welcome to pause the video and have a read through that. I can just scroll through. The pausing only needs a second, so there we are. Now, I will read the next message, though, because it's pertinent to what we're going to do, and that's Yavanna's union. Yavanna created the Ents to protect the woodlands of Middle-earth from the proud sons of Aule. But how could she have foreseen the threat now posed to the flora of this once peaceful land? Sauron's power grows day by day, and the shadow of his malice seeps through the bowels of Mirkwood and Ithilien. I should say Lothlorien, really. Cumul ensures the southern reaches of the Great Wood are twisted more and more away from Yavanna's light, and that should also say Greenwood. And the treachery of Saruman threatens the forest keepers themselves. Despite these odds, the tree herders still fight, and we shall fight with them. In order to better protect the forest, it has been suggested that we seek a full union with our Sylvan elf kin. Whilst it may take many years to create a lasting pact, the makings of one can begin with a simple message of alliance, and our nobles would urge you to send a diplomat. Post haste. And then diplomatic information, just setting up the alliances and whatnot around us. So this is the start of the Woodland Realm. I will say hello to all of you that are live at the moment in a second, but for the benefit of those watching it back afterwards, which will be most people, let's run it through as if it's a normal video for the first 5 minutes or so. So we start with Thranduil's Halls as our capital city, and there our unique building, the Woodland Caverns, gives us a diplomat and a few increases in tradable goods, yada 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 yada. Within here we have 2 of our basic units, Woodland Scouts and Woodland Spearmen, and we have King Thranduil himself, who leads a unit of Arathirith. There they are, Arathirith, and I will talk about them more in a moment. They are one of our best, in fact they are our best unit, hands down. Thranduil is not alone though, and he's supported of course by his arguably far more famous son, Legolas, who starts in Torfilin. Torfilin is the Sindarin for Arrow Forest, because we needed a name, and I like that name. Prince Legolas. Prince Legolas has very recently, as of yesterday, had his bodyguard changed to Hin-e-Dawr. He did have Elven King's Bowguard, but a very, very strong argument was made. Oh, he's missing his shoulder. A very strong argument was made to say that actually the Elven King's Bowguard aren't really as good as the default Woodland bodyguard. So apart from having a few more elves in the company, there's not really any point having the Bowguard. You might as well give him the standard bodyguard. And I thought that's well noted. So instead, we've chucked him back to Hin-e-Dawr. I don't think it's going to drastically change the difficulty of the campaign, and I think, to be honest, most people want him to have Hin-e-Dawr because he's supposed to be the kind of pinnacle archer of the series, isn't he? And throughout the films, and throughout the books indeed, it was certainly the Lord of the Rings, he's made out to be this absolutely godlike archer, and giving him the game's best archer unit is just fitting. I've also increased the garrison of Torfilin by 1, so you get the Woodland Spearmen, you get the Woodland Scouts, but you also get 1 unit of Maithuri-Thewar, the Warriors of the Forest, a very, very cool unit. Infrastructure-wise, both of these towns have a few bits and bobs already built. We've got roads in both of them, which is nice. You can see we've got the Hall of the Song, which is the town hall for the elves, the Hall of Song line. You get a barracks, practice range, land clearance, etc. The Wood Elves play like a standard elven, a standard medieval faction. And that is that They have a barracks, they have a stables, and they have an archery range. There's nothing fancy. Your 3 types of units come from those 3 types of building. And we get a few early tier units from both settlements at the start of the game. Financially, we lose money at the start of the game, courtesy of my addition of the Hinidawa and Maithori-Tewar, which means Legolas is no longer free upkeep, although he wasn't before, actually. But unfortunately, we only get 1 free upkeep unit in Torfilin, because we've only got a Hall of Song here, which only gives 1 free upkeep. Thranduil's Halls also has a Hall of Song, but if memory serves, yes, the Woodland Caverns gives extra upkeep, and that's why 2 of them here are free. Now, the Arathirith are not free in Thranduil's Halls, and that's something that I think we should look to change. To keep him behind. But what we are going to do is link our father-son team together and send them out on conquest, where Emin Nufuin stands as our first point. Right, so that's a brief rundown of the start of the campaign, and then hello to all the people who are here live. Good morning indeed. How long until Legolas is killed, says Jay Holes. Indeed, yes, Thranduil and Legolas are almost certainly going to die, but let's pray to our and Jesus that if they're company is attacked, that Legolas and Thranduil miraculously somehow manage to stay at the back of the battle. Ideally, we won't be keeping them in melee very long because they're not for that. But what we absolutely want to do, and is crucial to any Divide and Conquer or medieval playthrough, is get our economy set straight away. So rather than just... you need to do a balance at the beginning of trying to get your economy up and running and also trying to maintain troops. Of course, elves are quite expensive, and that is no joke. Their upkeep is insane, and that is to count. That's essentially the game's way of trying to limit them in keeping with the law of the fact that there aren't many of them. But what we're going to do to save time in the long run, because these are going to be our 2 best provinces for some time, is get Builders' Halls up first. And I will take recruitment of some troops straight away so that we can move on Emin Nufuin. I'm going to take the entire army of both of these places out, so we'll leave 1 Woodland Spearman behind in each place to be the garrison, and the rest are going to Nufuin. We want to snap up the middle of the forest as quickly as we can, lest the Anduin take it, or lest, even worse, Dol Guldur come up from the south. Final point, our victory conditions are the long ones, and that is to hold 20 regions, which is not very many, so the regions isn't too bad, but you need to hold your capital, you need to take Barad-dûr, and you need to take Dol Guldur, and you need to defeat both Mordor and Dol Guldur as well. So there we are. Alright, the first turn will always take a little bit longer, and we might get plagued, unfortunately, with the curse of the first turn crash. But with Jojo's help, we've managed to eliminate a lot of random crashes, and I am confident in saying that version 5 is actually now one of our most stable builds ever, and I'm really chuffed with that. I'm so indebted to Jojo for the help that he's given in identifying these little random crashes. And once again, though it may seem it, this video is not sponsored by Crew Clothing, but I did have a think this morning about what should I wear in the stream today. And rather unfortunately, every single item of clothing that I own that is not a jumper is made by Crew Clothing. I did briefly tally with the idea of wearing my shirt, a work shirt, because for a year now I've been essentially working from home, and when I'm in the office I don't need to wear a shirt anymore. So I've got a whole cupboards full of quite nice shirts that have just been wasted. So I was tempted to wear those because they're not made by Crew Clothing, but then after a thought I did think that's just silly, that's folly, so I won't bother doing that. So here I am, I'm afraid, sponsored once again. Thank you to Javier JD 2011 for the what I assume is Australian dollars of $7.99. Thank you very much. Very much indeed. Soren Jan says, Arake Galdiran, may I ask how you got the free music to work? I tried multiple installs with unpacking the music, repacking, and let the game repack. Nothing worked so far. If you're on version 4.5, then there is a... I just need to end the turn again so we can get our armies out. If you're on version 4.5, there is a music pack that was updated as of last weekend, which if I will put a link to on Discord. Where's the pen and paper? And all you need to do is follow the instructions that I write with that music pack, and it should work. You need to delete the existing music and then unpack it and then let the game repack it. So music pack. It's not a copy and paste job. You do have to unpack, and you need to do certain steps before that. And that's how it would work. Right, we've got both of our builders' halls up. We're about to lose a lot of money, and we're only going to be able to build one thing, so let's make it worthwhile. Thranduil's halls should definitely be our focus for buildings, because Thranduil's halls is making more money than Torfilin. So here we could get communal farming. We have no negative income at the moment. If we added in communal farming, we go from 129 to 194, and the admin goes up a bit. That's hardly any money. That's what, 70 gold coins for a 1,680 cost. Trade goes from 203 to 240. Neither of them are particularly good. But that is partially because we definitely want to get a diplomat in, actually. Do neither of them have grain exchanges? Oh, no, we have really poor eco here, don't we? You don't even have a grain exchange either. We've got land clearance, and that's our only economic building at the moment. Alright, both of you take grain exchanges for now. Let's get a diplomat out and start getting trade rights. So diplomatically, we're allied to Khazad-dûm, Dale, and Dorwinion. We're not yet allied to Erebor, but we will get them on side. This isn't going to be a backstabbing playthrough. Right, I'm going to take all of you, and I'm going to leave behind them. And we're going to Emin-Nufuin. But Torfilin's army needs to get over here first.
For the light.
So come and stand on that bridge. And then we're losing money. No, not yet, but we will do in a second. We don't really need to worry about garrisons here. I don't think for some time. We're not likely to be attacked. Ideally, if Erebor can take Witherboard, that would be good. So we're getting trade with Dale, we're getting trade with Dorwinion, we're getting trade with Khazad-dûm, but we don't border Khazad-dûm or Dorwinion, so the trade from them is not likely to be very strong. There's a trade scroll screen somewhere that we'll go and have a look at. David Airley says, Woodland Realm is the least easy elf faction in my opinion. That's a very bizarre way of wording it. So what he means to say there is Woodland Realm is the hardest elf faction. Yeah, I think the Woodland Realm probably is the hardest elf faction, to be honest, because Lothlorien starts so close to Dol Guldur that they can nip them in the bud before Dol Guldur becomes a problem, whereas we've got to get down the entire length of the forest before we can hit Dol Guldur, and that limits our ability quite substantially. You will note that neither Thranduil nor Legolas had a particularly large impact on the income from our settlements, with neither being a particularly good governor.
Yes,
now, they are particularly good governors. Thranduil... Oh, no, he's only got 4 acumen. And Legolas... Oh, Legolas is the better governor. So if we wanted to keep one of them in, it would be Legolas. But we do now lose money. And it will be a good 3 or so towns before we actually gain money back again. But our grain exchanges will come through. Game of Ghost. Yes, finally caught a live stream and it's my favourite faction. Galu, you are a legend. Thank you, Game of Ghost. You're a legend too. Yes, I would absolutely love an alliance and trade rights. Let's secure the valley, Anduin. I know what you're...
Never. Do you think us foolish?
Yeah, go on then. Gladly, please walk through my land. I know what the Anduin is capable of in version 5, and of course they've got their stronger skin changer bodyguard. The skin changer change, as pointed out by one of our beta testers, is a bit of a high risk, high reward change. Your skin changers will now punch deep into an enemy company, but it does mean they get scattered a bit. So they do kill more, but they also arguably lose more. So it's not a straight up buff to them, which is quite good. I like the black and white changes. The start of the Woodland Realm campaign, I'm afraid, is a touch straightforward and rather simplistic in that we only have one direction to go, and we just have to walk, taking town after town. Yes, we've got King Dane on side. Right, so we've got a nice alliance in the north. Oh, and we got a Woodland Spearman unit for free for that. Well, we'll keep them in the capital for now. And Thranduil's army. Thranduil's army is costing us so much money. So many archers as well, only 2 melee. Emin-Nufuin has a ridiculous garrison. It's going to take a long time to break it down. And we do have a spy. Let's send him into the forest and find out what we can from the southern regions. We're going to get our markets, but they're not going to offset the losses very much at all. If you are wondering, the end turn sounds, I didn't shave them down. I kept all 8 of them in. I thought, what the hell, it's random. They'll happen at some point. Someone asked, the 10th man says, did you stop making faction overviews? Yes, I did, the 10th man, because I did every faction overview for version 4.5. And thus, I cannot cover anything else. So if you... you'll need to wait for version 5 to release before you get to see more faction overviews. Also, Lionheart has just popped into the chat and donated £100, which is absolutely ridiculous, Lionheart. I thank you very much indeed. I'll have to make that's just ridiculous. That's just absolutely ridiculous. But thank you very much, nevertheless. Just popping in. I hope you've been enjoying Divide and Conquer for yourself as well. Do you still have version 5 access or do you not? I can't quite recall. I don't think we've spoken since version 4.5. But Welcome, nevertheless. We will siege Nufu until the end, by the way, which does mean we're just going to end the turn again 2 more times. The army there will rise up and attack us, so we'll have a fight in a second. But there's not much else that we can do. We want to go and talk to Lothlorien, of course. We want to ally with them. And that's exactly what we can now talk about. So apologies, I'll probably skip the chat for a second as we go through the changes to the Alliance. Now, the changes have been discussed a great deal by the beta team and the modding council since I made the changes, with many not really liking the options. So they're acting kind of as placeholders, and they will be amended properly for version 6. But at the moment, the choices are simple. At turn 45, or provided you're allied to Lothlorien, we'll do it from an entirely Lothlorien Woodland Realm standpoint, so we're the Woodland Realm. But remember, it's entirely vice versa as well. But provided you're allied with Lothlorien at turn 45, or you ally with them sometime after that, then the Woodland Realm script will kick in, and you'll get a script saying that a messenger has come to your capital, and they want to discuss with you an imminent invasion and possible alliance. And you can either reject or accept. Now, if you reject at that point, that counts as a full rejection of the script. And that's done to help veteran players not have to repeat the whole script just to get the outcome that they want. Captain Mog has a reasonable army, but nothing really that good, so we're going to school him. So you can reject the alliance straight away, and that will go down the rejection path. But we'll talk about the 2 paths at the end. Now, if you accept, the messenger will come and say that a big army is coming. Would you like assistance to defend it? You can say yes or no. If you say yes, you get about 6 extra units of your own troops. You don't get troops from the other nation yet. You get 6 of your own forces. And if you accept, you get the troops. If you reject, you don't. If you reject or accept at this point, it doesn't reject the script, though. It just rejects the troops that have been promised in to help you. So it's best to accept, really, because it's free troops, so why would you not? And then an army from Mordor will attack, and you'll have to defend against them, and that's on you to defend your capital. A large Mordor army will spawn, walk towards your capital, and attack you. And you've got to hold them off. Where is Strandal over there? The Hinnidow are already firing. You can stay where you are. Absolutely everyone go into defensive mode, and you guys don't run away. Perfect. Now, once you've defeated the army, you then get a message saying, perhaps we should discuss a more permanent alliance between our 2 nations. What do you think? Send a diplomat if you agree. And you send a diplomat down to Lothlorien, you wait there 1 turn, and then the message kicks in, and it gives you the options. And that's it for the script part. Now, the rewards. If you accept the alliance, the changes that have been made are that the Lothlorien will merge with your nation. You'll get all of their regions, you will get all of their generals, and you will get access to 4 of their units that will be added to your barracks. So you don't have to build an extra building, you just get the barracks line. And that's it. So you'll get Celeborn, you'll get Haldir, and you'll get any other generals that they've got. But do note that because of the way the Kalmar Union script works, they won't have custom bodyguards. Look at this absolute disarray and panic we are blasting on these fools. So you won't get any custom bodyguards. You will only get your bodyguards. So Celeborn and Haldir will be like standard generals, really. But you do get all their traits and ancillaries, etc., etc. If you reject the alliance, though, this is where the changes have been discussed in great detail. I decided to make the rejection a bit more popular. So if you reject, you get access to your elite unit, which is, if we jump over and have a look at them, the Arathirith. This unit is a phenomenal unit. They are easily your strongest unit. They're your best archers, and when they finish with their bows, they're arguably your best warriors as well. They are axe-wielding maniacs that fire arrows before they pull out their giant axe. Now, I think they have a shield, actually. No, they don't. They're 2-handed axes. So they're archers with an 11 missile attack, and then they are a 16 damage 2-handed axe-wielding warrior that is armor-piercing. They are phenomenally good, but their upkeep is ridiculous. But you get them everywhere. So that's one of the changes made to the script. The rejection gives you Arathirith everywhere, not just in Thranduil's Halls, Dol Guldur, and Caras Galadon. So they come everywhere. I've said everywhere 4 times just to hammer it home. You get them everywhere. But in addition, you also then get a building called Yavanna's Garden, which you can build in your capital, Amunlank, or Dol Guldur/Dol Guldur, and Caras Galadon. And Yavanna's Garden allows you to train Ents. But it also gives huge global bonuses to your nation, such as morale bonuses, archer experience bonuses, population growth, culture increase, percentage of culture increase is buffed. And what I mean by that is if every settlement in your game gives 10% of your culture per turn, which is mad, normally it's 1%, let's say 1% instead. Every culture, every building in your region gives 1% culture. When you build Yavanna's Garden, that will increase that to 1.5% culture across the board. And that's stackable. So if you build one in your capital and in Dol Guldur, you will then get 2% culture everywhere. Because it will then give a 100% boost on all the culture. So if one of your towns gives 5% culture per turn, it will then start giving 10% if you can build 2 of these gardens. But the biggest thing from the garden is something that I almost glazed over, really, is that you heard me correctly, it allows you to train Ents. So the rejection path is now your elite unit everywhere, plus Ents, plus a building that makes all of your archers better and improves your culture and growth bonuses across the board. So it's a very good option for an isolationist. How on earth have they managed to just come around the side there? Come on, guys. You have like one job. Pathetic. But anyway, there we are. So those are the changes to the Woodland Realm. Now, in this playthrough, I am going to accept the alliance. I'm going to form the Grand Elven Union because I want to see what it's like as a run-through for the Kalmar Union for the reunited kingdom. But I'm loath in saying that because I actually think rejecting the alliance is now far and away the far cooler method. You get Ents, you get Archer experience bonus up to potentially +6 if you build all 3 gardens. So that's Archers training with 6 experience out the gate. That's so cool. And you get, of course, your Adithirith as a mainstream unit. So I'm really on board with that. But the discussions about the Woodland Realm have generated, or the changes to the Woodland Realm have generated much discussion. And so it's very likely that the changes I've made here will be rewritten for version 6. And Lord of Link suggested a very cool system that is actually very, very in keeping with the way the Wood Elves play in Warhammer 2, which I really liked. And Lord of Link suggested instead we give Lothlorien and the Woodland Realm one strong building each, but it's like a building chain, and they can upgrade this chain and it improves their capital cities. But it doesn't encourage you to attack the other nation, which at the moment my changes do. But anyway, I hope you understood and got all of that. I hope that's given you an idea of what the Woodland Realm will be like. £10 says Thranduil dies within the first 5 episodes. You're on, Devil's Demon. I will be reaching out to you after episode 5. I'm going to write that down as well. Fountain pen this time. Thranduil, 5 episodes. I can keep him alive for 5 episodes for 10 quid. Put your money where your mouth is. No trouble. No trouble at all. Right, we have won this. Our archers are still firing away though. The Adithirith have ridiculous arrow supply. Legolas has already run out of arrows. Did you lose any men, Legolas?
The enemy has now grown far.
You can hear that it is Legolas himself.
Keep your senses alert.
I don't know if the voices are being... the voice drowns out in the game. There he is. There is little Legolas, standing tall.
We must remain wary.
Ironically, because he's crouching at the moment. And Thranduil is over here. I believe Thranduil also has a custom model. Where is he? Oh, no. Thranduil has the model that all of your faction leaders will use. So it looks a little bit like Thranduil, but anyone who takes up the leadership position will look like that, I think. Alright, let's just speed this up and get it over with. I think the only thing left are these Mirkwood Hunters. They're shaken. They're wavering now. Got some Dol Guldur host coming out as well. Everything that comes forth gets decimated. The Mythorithawar are ready to move in and kill anything that remains. Speaking of, let's move the melee forces in and get them to rout again and end this. It's a dark battle map, isn't it? We're playing in sunset, which gives this sort of grey overtone to the whole battle. Ah, we've taken the gate. Nice.
The battle is very much in our favor.
How did these bandits come to take Emun Nufuin from our watch? Yes, it's over. 99 elves died, 2,057 of the enemy. 753 kills by Legolas alone. I've made it too easy, haven't I? Only 10 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago, I was explaining how Legolas having Hinny-Dowel will not break the game. It won't make it too easy. It'll still be a slog for the elves. And now I'm worrying, because that is ridiculous. Glorfindel atop the horses that he comes with sometimes doesn't even get that many kills. That is unbelievable. But we'll see. If it does prove to be too OP, it's very easily changed. But I'm of the opinion, and long have been, that the Elven campaigns are easy anyway, so balls to it. Just give them the Hinny-Dowel. It's so thematic for Legolas to have the Hinny-Dowel. but 753. It's because they have armor-piercing, body-piercing arrows. So they're just ridiculously powerful. We don't need to kill everyone, because I'm fairly certain this will be quite elven in culture. And it has no buildings at all. Jesus, could you be any worse of a town, Emyn Nufuin? Oh, 60% elven culture, but it makes as much money as Torfilin. Oh no, it's a little behind, actually. It is a little behind. Right, we want a builder's hall almost as soon as we can get it. Then we want parts and we want mines. Mines are very good in this settlement. That's almost a 10 turn. What's that, about 13 turns to pay itself off? No, that is just over 400, isn't it? So about 10, 11 or 12 turns to pay itself off, something around there. But if we can get the builder's hall and reduce that by 10%, then it's even easier. But then the builder's hall costs 950. But no, builder's hall is a very good building now. You should try and get that up early doors. Legolas, what does the... Why is your bodyguard so... Oh, it won't tell us if they're body piercing, will it?
Set up an ambush.
Oh, there we are. Silverthorn arrows pierces multiple targets. They're not actually armor piercing. They are just body piercing. But they do 12 missile damage. And their range is unbelievable as well. Where is it? 240 meters and exceptionally accurate. They are just far and away the best outright archer. All right, they're not very good in melee, but the AI is never going to get them into melee if I can help it. Although they did in that very episode. I've also just realised that this might be a touch harder than we first thought, because Gundabad are an enemy on our northern border. We've got trade rights with them a moment ago, but and they're not allied to anyone, are they? Oh, bugger, they're allied to Goldor. Sugar plums.
My lord.
Right, well, the army's going to march out straight away. We're going to leave an archer behind, because we need the melee to support the archers. So we'll leave the Woodland scouts behind. No, we don't need to do that. Oh, because we've got 2 units of Spitman over here for some reason. Move on, Erin Thollen. We don't really need the siege towers, let's be honest. What's the garrison here like? Oh, even easier. We might as well. We're going to besiege it for at least 2 turns, so you might as well do that. Get the rams in first. Get a third for 2? No. 2 turns will be fine. Oh, dear. I be unreal, says Gallo. If I was a witness to a will, can I benefit from it? Generally speaking, no. You don't want to be a witness to a will if you are in it. Anything more than that, I'd need to properly advise you. But generally speaking, no. Do not be a witness if you want to benefit from that will. And if you have witnessed a will from which you benefit, then go and seek a legal advice immediately. Because of the wording of the will, you might be all right, depending on the nature of the way that the will was drafted and the method by which it was signed and witnessed, possibly. But no, my advice to you is go and seek legal advice, because they'll need to see the will to properly advise you. But anyway, back on this. Gallo, you are complaining you have minus 3,000 gold. Yeah, no, we're losing money. We are losing money hand over fist. We're going to be in debt for some time. The Hinidour, interestingly, have a really low upkeep of 480, compared to Arathira's 685. The 480 is not too bad, actually. They're not too bad at all. Braden Coiner, thank you very much for your 10 Australian dollars, and welcome from Australia. Right, let's end 10 again. It's the Lorien Special Archer that has short range, not the Woodland Realm. Yes, indeed. I've joined in a conversation at the end there, but yes, correct. Astilla 9 is correct. Lothlorien has a really, really powerful archer that is like a walking... They're like ballisters. Or ballistai, sorry. Each individual man within the company, each individual elf in the company, is absolutely devastating to like trolls, or they'll wipe out an entire battalion in a single volley. But they can only fire like 3 arrows, and their range is about 75 meters, something like that. Erubathron. Yeah, we'll take you, actually. Welcome to the family. You can become the governor of Thranduil's Halls, where you're going to remain for the rest of your days. Married too? Oh, we didn't look at the family tree, did we? So we've got Thranduil, who's married the fictitious elven woman Meldiriel. And from Meldiriel, Thranduil gave birth to Legolas. And they're both as young as they can be, because of course they're elves. But they won't die of old age, they reach about 120. And Legolas's fictitious younger sister is Caladwen, who's 18. Caladwen. And since then, Inimetiel has been born. Inimaetiel, who is 1 year of age. Thranduil has been away on campaigns, but still has time to return to his wife and
As you wish.
partake in activities that husband and wife do. Right, Emyn Nufuin on side, that'll help a great deal though. As we take settlements, we will lose troops, so that will also help. So we won't be in debt for too long, I don't think. 520 viewers, is that a record? Welcome to every single one of you on this. I didn't give you a weather update today. Sorry. It's grey and overcast today. No sun. I know it looks really bright from there, but there is no sun. It's just grey. Terrible, terrible grey. Dorwinian likes us. Gundabad doesn't mind us, and the Sauron absolutely loves us. So that's a win. A win in my book.
Yes, my lord.
Now, this is the first campaign that gets to show off the newly come script of alliance breaking on the deaths of certain nations. So if we are to defeat Dol Guldur, that will sever their alliance with Gundabad. And so we could possibly play this without ever having to fight Gundabad. If we have to go against Gundabad, we're going to be in real trouble because Erin Tholin is our last rebel province. The only other place we can go is north to Witherboard. Oh, yes, I will try and get trade rights with them if we can. Yes, go on, say yes. Yes! Yes, 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 yes. And how about my map information for 400 gold coins? What do you think about that? Yes. Well done. And did that give me money? Yes! Yes! We lose money, as I say. About 1,200 a turn. Erin Tholin's only got 2 more turns till it runs into the ground. Gudrun. Marches of the Northmen is held by Dol Guldur as well. We really need Anduin and Dale on side in this one. We shall see. Hey Gallo, greetings from Sussex. Thank you for your work on this mod. It is all extremely inspiring for my own Med 2 mod. Keep up the great work, sir. Thank you, Jasper. And welcome from Grey, Bedfordshire. The stream has a spelling error. Oh, in Woodland Realm. I typed it out here, didn't really read it properly. I don't get the title of the stream, annoyingly. But I changed the title at the end anyway. Your face doesn't match your voice. Not sure how to feel about this. For some reason, my brain saw you as a human elf, and I have no idea why. Oh, now we need to go and talk to the high elves.
Yes, my lord.
Which would mean cheap moving the diplomat over the side. Well, we could do for the 750, couldn't we? Yeah, we might as well. We might as well. Show cursor stat. What's our diplomat called? Has he got a nice easy name, or is it something ridiculous? Oh, it's Iarian. We killed an Iarian in the Anduin campaign. He's come back from Valinor to assist in our conquest of the world. Saving of the world. At the moment, I would just like trade rights. And what about you pay me for my map information just like Moria did? We might be able to get 600, actually. What do you think about that?
This seems
yes.
until we meet again.
Nice. Keeping ourselves in the black there. Right, let's move him back over so that we can go and get an alliance with Lorien before it's too late. Move character, there we are. 271381. And away he goes.
My lord.
Right, keep making your way south.
Without question.
I always cheat move diplomats. If you've never watched me play this game, that might come as a surprise. But I always cheat move diplomats. I just don't think it is worth making them run all the way around. And indeed, as I've said many times, Creative Assembly agrees, because this is the last game that actually has diplomats as an agent. The very next game after Medieval 2, which was Empire, got rid of diplomats altogether, and you just had a diplomacy scroll. As expected, they are rising up. Captain Radmus, King Thranduil. We'll save it, because you never know, battles sometimes crash. And what have you got, Radmuz? Mirkwood Uruks, 2 Orc Fighters, 2 Mirkwood Hunters, Orc Fighters and Orc Hunters. It's a rubbish army. They're going to get massacred. Could Gundabad be given the Azog's Defilers unit for taking Khazad-dûm West or Zagkala? They will do, yes. That's something that was suggested on the Discord suggestion channel, and we will indeed take that forward. Gundabad are going to get Azog's Defilers if they take Moria. Let's pause it briefly. Just drop them all off of those. There we are. Alright, we have a lovely little hill situated in village that's won Village of the Year. I don't know how many times. We have a lovely little cottage on Spencer Hill. Right, you're going there. And Legolas can probably already shoot because he has a ridiculous range. But everyone else can move forward a bit. And if you would all sprint, that would be smashing. And let's speed her up. Take positions, take positions, take positions. Fire, 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 fire. Why don't you stop and shoot? Similarly. Right, all hold the line. You guys all hold the line. the blob of the enemy meets us. Right, I would like you to target just basically everything if you can. Where's the Mirkwood Uruks? Let's hit them as much as possible. You take those Orc fighters, Orc hunters, fighters in the back, and just target whatever. What are we on? 20% of the enemy has died already. The more bunched up they get, that's why Legolas got so many kills. In a proper open field battle, he won't actually get as many kills as he has done in the last battle, and then likely in this one. Because in an open field battle, they don't all blob together like this. But when they blob together,
Only half the enemy force remains.
Right, we're going to try and get Legolas to shoot down the side.
We'll smash the enemy.
Because then he gets maximum effect from his insanely overpowered arrows.
Our men of the enemy army flees the field.
Did you see how many died? Did you just see how many died to that volley of Hideour? Oh, look at them all falling to their deaths. It's like a Renaissance painting, isn't it? Now, if only we could get rid of the UI. Yes, you can. Oh, it really is like a Renaissance painting. The Fall of Orc Life. No, that's not a very good name, is it? Someone name this Renaissance painting for me, please, because I'm not good enough at that. But that was absolutely delicious. I would welcome victories like that. Oh, hang on. We just got the victory, didn't we? And then we didn't get it because I did the scroll lock. Ah, oh, bugger. Oh, now here's a question. If we then now quit, will we get the win? Yes, we will. Good. There we are. So once it said you've won, you can quit free of charge. Hinedour, 339 kills that time. Didn't lose a single person. We lost 4 of our own elves to arrow fire. Because elves are... Remember, elves don't really kill themselves very often. Not suicidally, but I mean accidentally. Because they have fantastic accuracy. So they will just smash away at our enemies for days and days and days and days. And only a 1 or 2 will probably die. Massacre of Erindollen. I mean, the Massacre of Erindollen works. That's pragmatic, isn't it? That's a good, realistic name. But something a bit more romantic, I think, would work. So, any progress in convincing the team to make Cand a horde start? Darian M, that your argument is unnecessary, I'm afraid. We have all agreed that Cand will be made a horde start. That is one of the other factions that is going to be edited before version 5 starts. With that exact process is the plan. Cand will be made a horde, and you can choose where to go. And if you stay in Cand, then you complete the Blue Wizard script as normal. And if you move somewhere else, then the Blue Wizard script just doesn't happen. But you get a like Mongol-like start, if you will. Now, something that we definitely want to do is get free upkeep. That's one of the biggest ways to make money as the elves, because our body. These 2 towns are actually only making 100 gold roughly each because the garrison forces cost so much. But in order to do that, we need to build a barracks, which costs 1,900, and we need to build a hall of song to get the free upkeep. Although we don't need the free upkeep in the castle, actually. The castle just needs the barracks. Emenufuin needs the hall of song, though, because towns don't give free upkeep. Castles do. Right, move on Erunrunen. Make a little bit more money. If we can get more generals involved, I would like that. This time we're definitely going to be using governors. Certainly in Torfilin and Thranduil's halls as a bare minimum. I'm not really too keen on what's happening over here, though. I don't like what I'm seeing from Gundabad massing on our border there.
My lord. Yes.
Hopefully they just focus on the Anduin. And we really want the dwarves to get Witherboard. Why haven't you got that yet? I'd happily sell it to them, to be honest. They haven't got a Nazanar either. Oh dear. Oh dear. Alright, well, we're at an end turn for now, so let's do that. Legolas does indeed have Hinedour again. Gallo, I hope you're not too upset about our poor performance at the start of the Six Nations. Cheers for all your work on the mod from both Oxfordshire and the Netherlands. No, I'm not too upset. Despite what you might think of me, I'm not overly bothered about rugby, to be honest. I don't mind watching rugby every now and then, but I'm not a devout rugby follower. Apologies. New mission, send an emissary, Realm of Lothlorien. That's what we're trying to do, my friend. Where's our missions tab? This one over here. Have they got a nearer town now? Oh, yes, because we can see Erui, which just means border in Sindarin, is not owned by anyone.
Follow me.
Alright, after Erunrunen, do we go east or do we go west? Send the scout out. Oh, Enethau doesn't have a garrison either. Is Lugthak, looking like the Grinch's younger brother. He is holding Enethal entirely on his own, so we'll be able to snap that up. Why does Erin Thollen hate us? Have you got not enough Elven? Oh, 40% Melkor's Shadow. Jog on, son. They had it for like 2 turns. Orcish Downfall. Yeah, I like that. Orc has the big die. That one's good. That one's good. Orcs defeated Erin Thollen, 2983, 3rd age colorized. I like that. I do like that. Have we just ambushed an army? Your forces ambushed an army of the Shadow of Mirkwood. The enemy knew nothing of the attack and have no time to prepare. Oh, your Dol Guldur forces are going to get melted away. I present to you Thranduil and his son Legolas, and their absolute death-dealing capacity.
Units, await my orders.
Scroll up. Oh, they've been ambushed, but we've ambushed them in a terrible location. Come on, guys. We've given them a free hill. Moronic. Oh no, we've sort of got a bit of a hill. Right, Legolas, you're going to stand at the front. I know it's risky, but if you can shoot down them, even just one volley, you're going to do so well. And then let's just put our archers in various places in the wide formation, as wide as they can go, so that each man can fire with as straight a trajectory as possible. So we'll put Legolas a bit further over there. And then we've got another one. You can go there. Right, that's all of our archers. And then if we just put the melee forces behind the key people. So, although the Arathirith don't need it. Arathirith are so good in melee. If the enemy chooses to attack them in melee, then that's brilliant. That's what we want. Well, we welcome that. Please do attack us in melee. Oh, we did have another archer. Oh, brilliant. You can go over there. Alright, no one's running away. Everyone's in defensive mode. Start the battle and rain furious fiery destruction down upon them. Where's the... Oh, there are the archers at the back. The archers obviously will not try and attack us in melee. So I want all ranged units, which is control... maybe? No. Control missile, yes. I want you all to attack the Dol Guldur host.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Get them to run away. Shaken, wavering. There's only 9 left.
If we continue like this,
Don't attack them anymore because you'll kill us. Everyone turn on the archers now, please. How are you losing to 5 Dol Guldur hosts? There we are. 10 men. We lost 10 men, and 7 of them were killed by ourselves. Yes, Christian Hermansen is correct. Hinnidaur are not armor piercing, but they are body piercing, and that's why they do so much damage. Thank you for stopping by, Lionheart. I can't believe Lionheart stopped by. Lionheart was one of the first Total War YouTubers I watched who was from England. Lionheart and Sapphire Phoenix were 2 of the first Total War YouTubers I saw when I first started getting into this game, some 6 or 7 years ago. And I'm pleased to see he's going strong. And Sapphire Phoenix recently returned, I believe. Oh, a candidate for adoption. He's not got much acumen, but that's all right. We'll stick him in the town. He'll be fine.
Come, my brother.
Did you go to Thranduil's halls? Yes, you did. Hyrion. Right, you can head up to Torfilin. Torfilin only has room for 1 free upkeep, so those Woodland Spearmen are going to have to come out. Otherwise, we'll just lose money. So we'll swap them around. We could get more free upkeep if we upgraded that, but we don't have any money, so we're not going to be doing that anytime soon, are we? And we've arrived. Now this one I think we are going to want to attack. So as soon as we've got the rams ready, we're going to push for them. We're going to hit them, and we're going to hit them hard.
Yes, my lord. Without
Lothlorien reached. You've reached Lothlorien, the fairest forest realm of the elves remaining in Middle-earth in the Third Age. It is the elven centre of resistance against Sauron, and is a symbol for the elves' aesthetics of preservation, which provides a space out of time for the characters who both live and visit there. And we are going to form a staunch alliance.
It's good, very well. What else do you have to suggest? You hold
Yeah, straight away. No problems at all. We're in an alliance. Alright, so when turn 45 rolls around, we're ready to go on that.
This seems quite reasonable. An honor
And they bought map information from us, so we're just managing to keep our funds in check a little bit. Right, what are we on? Turn 15. So the alliance actually will happen fairly swiftly. As soon as you get the starting message for the alliance script, which, as I say, is either at turn 45 or 46, or whenever you ally Lothlorien thereafter, the events of the script happen 1 turn after the other. So the whole script wraps up about 6 or 7 turns after that. There's not a huge waiting period. Yep, Saf is back and he's doing an Angmar campaign. He recently messaged me to ask for version 5 and I willingly gave it, and I gave him the music mod as well. So hopefully he was able to get that working. There we go. Oh, we're doing well now. We're only down to losing 900 coins. That's how you know you're doing well when you're an Elven faction. 900 coins. The army of King Thranduil will have to face off against Dol Guldur alone for a long, long time. But if we can use our archers wisely and well, then we'll be alright. This is just the way, unfortunately. The alternative as the Woodland Realm is to camp in your forest and do nothing. Don't build any troops, just focus on economy. Stay there for about 20 to 25 turns. But A, I just think that's really boring. And B, it gives Dol Guldur a lot of time to get ready to push you. And they will come with a huge army, which you then won't have any troops to deal with. So it's a bit of a all or nothing-y kind of strategy. Right, we should have no trouble taking this settlement. But do we want to move to an easier spot? Over there we can hit by those 4 towers if they take them. Over here we've got 4 towers as well, but 5 and 6 if they come this way. Oh, that's probably the easiest point, actually. Oh, yeah, no, that's way easier. Right, yeah. We'll take our 2 rams and go over there. Archers, stand you ready. Me ready. And Mythor, get ready. You're going to take the gate. You're going to take the wall. And everyone's just going to fire. Oh, that Dol Guldur host is getting shredded before we even begin. 27%. There's so few forces defending this city that those units represent most of their force. They're not pulling back though.
Men have reached the gate with a battering ram.
Right, let's move the Arathirith and Legolas further forward so that we can hopefully reach the town square. Right, when they pull away from the walls, the towers will stop shooting at us. Let's just finish off that Dol Guldur host. One more. There he goes. Right, can you reach the others? No. It's that Mirkwood bodyguard we needed. Oh, yes, Legolas can. And down they go. Every volley is a kill. Send in the Mythor. Mythor is the best pronunciation. Think of the Y as double O. So Mythor. Oh, they're shooting back. You bastards! How dare you shoot back? We protect the Elven lands. Right, let's move the archers up. Legolas is finished. Legolas is not a melee unit. I can just show you. He does have a 15 melee attack, granted, and a 15 defense, which isn't too bad early tier. But in the late game, it's pathetic. He just dies. He just gets killed. Yes, he does a lot of damage, but he's got such little defense that it doesn't make any difference, really. And he gets gunned down. Alright, and the rest of the archers, you can target the Mirkwood bodyguards so that they won't think about moving on us. Down they go. As long as Thranduil doesn't die to a wayward arrow, we'll be alright. Yeah, they're down to 34. 7 of them remain. Mirkwood bodyguards, by the way, since version... We saw it in the Anduin change, actually. They throw axes now, so they have a ranged attribute. They are sort of... Yeah, they're just an axe-throwing orc. There's nothing more to that sentence, really. I don't know what else I was going to say.
Our men have taken control of the city.
Right, there we are. Ceasefire, 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 ceasefire. Stop. There we are. It's over. 40 elves died in that assault, and only 3 by friendly fire. That's not bad. 14 of them Woodland spearmen got hit in the with the arrows, which is unnecessary. We didn't even need to send them in. Arathirith took 166, hitting down 157. The Woodland Blitz. Nice indeed. Apologies if you've already answered this, Galu, but have there been any changes for Dol Guldur? So, no, not really. Other than the bodyguard. So the bodyguard now throws axes, which I just mentioned. That's one change. And that's about it, really. They have been made to more of an ambush kind of faction. So a lot of their units throw... There's a few more javelins in amongst their number. A lot of their units do morale damage with their attacks, so that they can use that to their advantage as well. Should we exterminate? We don't get any gold. No. Lower the tax rate. Repair that. We'll never be able to repair that in time. That makes 355. That's not too bad. Dol Guldur does not like me. That's hardly to be unexpected. Now, this campaign hangs on the thread of Gundabad. If Gundabad come for me, we are in real trouble. Much depends on them not attacking me. The other thing I think we want to do is check what's going on out here. And I think we want to try and take this region and sell it to Dale, is my thinking. Because we don't really want to hold a region out on the plains. No, why would we do that? We can hold the region on the plains. That doesn't matter at all. But I am going to make our situation worse, I'm afraid, by keeping our army well stacked. By moving out our garrison forces. But then we're slowly closing in on making money. But now we're at the decision point, which is annoying. We either go west and then have to focus on the wood, which means they could come from the east, or we go east, but then they're going to come from the forest. No, I think we have to assume that they're going to come from the forest. But we'll wait here for one turn.
My lord.
Who else can we get trade with? Rohan, I suppose. Yeah, Rohan probably have Rockberg, don't they? Go and find out. Nice. So after the version 5 updates, which remaining factions do you think need the most attention? There are 599 people watching at this very second. I think that is now our absolute record-breaking number. Welcome to every single one of you. I hope you're having a wonderful Saturday morning. And you're all enjoying watching me. Sorry, you asked that question. Who do we need and thinks the most attention? The factions that will get attention in version 6, provided the mod still is going in version 6, will almost certainly be Mordor. Mordor will be the focus of version 6. They will finally be changed in some way to give them make them the threat that they should have always been. At the moment, sadly, they aren't. So they're the definite focus of version 6. Now I am going to fight... No, I'll tell you what we do. Let's just see how the auto-resolve handles it. And if it's bad, we'll load it up and we will fight it. Oh, no, it's just not going to get as many kills as we're going to get. No, we're going to fight it. Sorry, everyone. We're going to fight it so that we can minimize losses. We could probably take no losses in this battle. So, yeah, so Mordor will be the attention of version 6. And that's really it. Everyone else has kind of been overhauled to the point where we would want them to be. So I don't think there's much left to do, to be honest. Right, archers just stand in a line. I really like playing as the Woodland Realm. Right, where's the enemy gone? They are hiding in the trees. Wise. That is wise. If you can shoot them, please do. Let's just start getting them killed off. I wonder if they will push on us or if they'll turn and run away. Dogaldor, host, Mirkwood, Uruks, 10%, 12%. The other archers are now starting to fire. We are shooting uphill, which won't help us, but... once they break out of that tree line, it's just going to be a massacre. Absolute massacre. You will have noticed that the Hinny Dower as well do fire a special arrow which has a little bit of an effect behind it. And there you can see it glittering away, which some people were really against, but it obviously is inspired by the Silverthorn arrows of Battle for Middle-earth, and I just think it looks cool. And it's nice to have different visuals. It's nice to see that you know that arrow is the one that's doing a shed load of damage. I mean a full shed as well, not a dinky little shed. A big shed. One that you could hide a sit-on lawnmower in. That's how much damage the Hinny Dower are doing. And it's nice to have that denoted. But you will note the Hinny Dower don't have very many arrows at all. You can see that they keep running out faster than everyone else. And that is on purpose. Partly because they fire quicker than everyone else. That's why they tend to lose them. They've got the same number of arrows as their other elven brethren. But the reason they run out first is because they have the furthest range of any archer unit in the game. The farthest range. So they are shooting long before anyone else can even shoot at the enemy. So that is why they run out of arrows so quickly. Hello, Nikos Saxarius. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. Nikos Saxarius.
We've defeated their wretched armies.
Their wretched armies.
Yes, my lord.
Nice. Right, let's go and find out what the settlement over here is. It's Buralge. Oh, Buralge only has 3 people in the garrison. I really would like to sell that to Dale. It just strikes me as the right thing to do. Keep us in the forest and bring Dale into the fight by giving them a region on the border of Dogaldor. Because Dale, of course, do start at war with nobody. So we need to get them into our war before they start getting stuck in with Rune. Because we don't want them fighting Rune. We want them fighting our wars for us.
My lord.
Right, I believe we can end the turn there again then. Nice. It is going well, but it's Gundabad. If Gundabad attack us, this is all going to go down the Swanee. Is it possible to give Isengard a dwarven catapult, since Saruman has quite the knowledge of machines and forges, so it makes sense that Saruman would invent better war machines against his foes? Ideally, yes, Isengard would have a unique siege weapon, but it's a valuable unit slot, and I just think it's wasted on a siege unit. And the problem with giving him just the dwarven catapult as a sort of clone is that it will then be manned by dwarves, and that's just a massive law break. And of course, we can't change the units that man the siege equipment on a faction-by-faction basis. We can change their colour, but not their overall design. Legolas has found a wife, and will soon be pumping out little elves for our garrisons. Right, and a bigger threat has come. The Grinch's younger brother has joined with Gazluck, who's definitely based on Bolg from The Hobbit, Azog's son, and otherwise, though, it is all early tier Dol Guldur trash, so no real threat there. We still lose money, but it is getting better. It really is starting to get better. Only 886 gold coins are losing now. Oh, and we're getting involved with Gundabad. We've got a general on the border of Torfilin, so that's not bad. Thranduil's Halls is making more and more money as we keep getting all of these trade agreements. Speaking of, we have found Rohan in Rockburg, and we can get trade rights with them.
You hold us very well.
And then hopefully sell them our map information for probably 1,000 now, I would have thought. They're poor, but they accepted, yes. That's how we're going to keep ourselves afloat, I'm afraid, is selling map info. Oh, and that gave us a free unit of spearmen. Oh, that's not bad. We just got paid 1,000 gold coins and got a spear unit. All worthwhile. Now, who operates in this space here? It's Mordor, isn't it? Right, let's go and talk to Mordor next then. Get trade rights with them while we can. Another end of the turn. Oh, I've moved on Burrows. Didn't need to do that. 630 viewers now. Goodness gracious me. Welcome, 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 welcome. We are breaking record after record after record today. Can you add auto-expansion to the High Elves, says E. Varga. Do you mean for the player? We never add auto-expansion for the player. Never, 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 never. What about the Flame Wrangler, says Regas D, with a Moria-Isengard alliance script? I mean, you could give them the Flame Wrangler. I just don't think Saruman needs it. He's already got the bomb throwers, and I've made the bomb throwers really good. If you thought the Nazgûl before were good, they're now unbelievably good. I massively improved their bomb damage to the point that's possibly a little OP, but they are a really late game unit. But they do now have the potential, and I've tested it myself, they have the potential to wipe out an entire battalion of Eregian Smiths in a single volley of their bombs. But they do only get 2 bombs, so you've really got to pick and choose who you're going to assassinate. Gundabad really not keen on trespassing against us. I'm pleased to see that. I'm really disappointed no one has Witherboard, though. That's another one. But Buralge, I think we do want to send someone over to take Buralge. And if I'm honest, I think Thranduil and 1 unit is probably enough to do it. And we've got to send Thranduil because Legolas isn't very good in melee. So when push comes to shove, he'll just suffer. But if we can send Thranduil and maybe 2 archer units, we could take Buralge, sell it to Dale, and then pop back over. Get Dale involved. I like that. Wouldn't it be nice if Arthuricon was more widely available? Yes, but then the Wood Elves would have a really decent cavalry unit, and the point is very much to give them not a cavalry-heavy army. Also, Stel Castel, if you are disappointed at how unreadily available a unit is, it takes about 10 minutes to learn how to change recruitment for a unit that is already available for a faction. It's the easiest thing to do. You just need to go into the EDB, Export to Script Buildings, and once you are in there, simply locate the unit that you are looking for and remove the restriction that only allows it to be trained in 2 places. Dunlendings and Enedwythe have joined together, so Evil in the South is forming a pact. Now, do we try and push Enethauer? Enethauer is again a Wood Elf town, so it will have walls and they will shoot at us. There are a lot of forces. No, I think we should wait. How long is it going to be? 4 turns. We'll wait 4 turns. We'll wait 4 turns. That's not a problem. Yeah. So unfortunately we are just ending the turn over and over, but such is the nature of these. Why don't you make Noldor mines almost as OP as the Dwarven ones? Because they don't need it, and B, the mines are very much the Dwarves' entire identity. Yes, the Elves were into mining and they were into craft, and yes, of course, they rubbed shoulders with Aule, the craftsman himself. But the Dwarves actively live in mines. Their entire focus as a nation, as a people, is based on mining. Like, you've got to differentiate the faction somewhere. Everyone has this raging hard-on, if you'll pardon the un-PC phrase, for making the Noldor just better and better and better and better. Every time you make the Noldor better, someone always then says, oh, but in the books they did this, and so they should definitely do this. You just think they're already godlike units in this game. Just have fun stomping on the whole world with your Noldor armies. And stop trying to make them better than they already are. They're bloody good enough. Where is our diplomat? We changed, didn't we? We're going to Gondor because we'll get some money for talking to Gondor. Oh, it's over there. Nice. Oh, and it's only a turn away. Amun Hen has been reached. The Hill of the Eye. Rook Cap Coldblood. Thank you very much for your US $4.99. Played Med 2, no Kingdoms, for 10 years before DaC. Your mod enriched my love of the game and Lord of the Rings. Thank you for all your hard work. Best Lord of the Rings game ever. It is the best Lord of the Rings game ever, isn't it? No, I jest. I don't actually mean that. But I do enjoy Divide and Conquer an awful lot. Otherwise, I wouldn't have carried on with this for such a while. Gilgalad says, you could give Isengard a dwarven catapult if you make it so that the dwarves come from Ered Luin. Just make it a detachment of the Grimborn. Oh yeah, you could do, I suppose. But it just seems unnecessary. Hyrion has been presented the bride, Fareriniel. She's a mouthful. Oh, Dol Amroth expands. And the Dorwinian chose the Avari a moment ago, didn't they? So there'll be Avarin forces out in the field. Alright, another 1,000 gold coins is coming our way. 1,000 gold coins, Gondor. In many ways, I'm pleased to get all of this end turning out of the way in the live stream. So that when we play the videos that are the one-off recordings throughout the week, there's just more to do. Oh, Dale are coming. Oh, Dale. Oh, yes, we definitely want to get Thranduil over there. We will. We'll stop our expansion at Enethauer. We'll send Legolas out to start. No, we don't have any money. We'll stop our expansion at Enethauer. We'll send Thranduil and 2 archer units east to take Buralge. Then we'll sell it to Dale, who hopefully have got a bit of money. And then... Oh, I really wish Dol Guldur would rise up against us now.
Scatter them. Keep them off balance.
But I don't want to push. It's just not worth it. We don't know what these units are. They're probably archers. Oh, I really want to move Thranduil now. But if we attack, it's just... We're going to take losses from the towers. We do... Our archers do so much better on the plains. No. Leave them besieged. Adam Fechetti. Oh, thank you very much. An interesting little emoji there. I don't know what HUF is, but there are 2,000 of them coming my way. And for that, I am very, very grateful. I truly am. But I would be very pleased if you could tell me what HUF actually is. Because I have no idea, and I like to soak up information where I can. Yes, you did just see Hugh Jackman as a Gondorian general. He makes his way into a couple of nations. I would argue that Lord of the Rings The Third Age is the second best Lord of the Rings game ever. You can explore Moria and Helm's Deep in person, a forgotten gem that deserves a remaster. Absolutely noodly. I loved The Third Age. Fantastic game. Oh, I've got 2,000 gold coins. The Dark Lord of Mordor is absolutely loving my rampaging through Dol Guldur. Dol Guldur must have pissed him off, if you'll pardon my French. And he's using us as retribution. Yes, there he is. Hugh Jackman as Calamir. Although when you click on him, actually, it looks like it might be... He looks an awful lot like the gentleman that plays the Black Prince in A Knight's Tale. I don't know the actor's real name, but he plays the prince in A Knight's Tale. It looks like it's him, actually. Right, Mordor. Let's go and talk to Mordor. We'll just go to Celebrind. It's only 3 turns away. And we're about to be attacked by Dol Guldur, so another battle where we can display our prominence. Ah, it's Hungarian currency. Ah, I wondered if it might be because of the H, but that's a bit of a simplistic guess. But always go with your gut, I suppose. Hi, people. Kind of got distracted from all DaC stuff. Any new info on version 5 release or still nothing but sometime in the future? It's always sometime in the future, Vito Rossi. We never give information, I'm afraid, as to when we will release. And primarily because at the moment we have no idea when we're going to release. We just keep chugging away, working in our spare time when we fancy it. Chris Hemsworth is a general for quite a few nations. He pops up in quite a few times, so you'll see him fairly regularly, actually.
Units, await my orders.
Okay, quick. Put down those and then pause. Oh, we start now. That's a good position from the gates. Good. Legolas is already firing once again. That man has insane range. Aye, a Balrog. Same exact formation each time because it works fantastically well and there's no reason to change it. Let's put the Arathirith on that side there with Legolas so that they can protect him should anybody try and push through. If everyone can sprint, that'd be smashing. Did we just get shot back at? No, that was our archers firing. Alright. 12% of the enemy has died. Now, Legolas, there is a task that must be done. Another chance for the hobbits to prove their worth. Something along those lines. Pause the game for a second. Where's the bodyguard? There. Kill him. Kill them. Right, fire away. They always do this. They come out in a big grouping and pool up, and they just get massacred. If we could target the Orc Maulers, don't worry about the Mirkwood Hunters. Legolas, you can go Orc Maulers as well. They're moving to the right. They're really beelining for the generals, aren't they? 35% of them have died. Right, now you can fire at whoever you want, because you might accidentally start shooting at us. Dogaldor host, you're not going to be attacked, so move around. You're an aggressive unit, so go in and get your charge bonus off. And we've got Arathirith on the right. Actually, our best melee unit here today, so they should be able to hold.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Half the enemy is dead. They've got 2 generals out there somewhere. But where they are, I do not know. Maithorito Warren, you can hit those Orc Maulers. Dogaldor host. Right, Legolas, let's do what we did with you last time.
In our favor. Victory will be ours.
Oh, I should also mention the Hinidauer are also one of the fastest on-foot units in the game. So they are the perfect archer, basically. But just do not get them in melee, because they will not like it. They don't like it up them. Corporal Jones. Oh, the Mirkwood bodyguards are moving over there as well. Remove them. Go on. Oh, there's only 7 of them left. We really don't want them hitting Legolas. So even if you are just picking them off one by one. Oh, there you go. The bodyguards are low now. Alright, let's move you back to the original plan. Arathirith, you target that bodyguard. Finish him off. Our archers are firing. 10% plays 82. There's a big bulk of Mirkwood goblins there. It's those maulers that we want. There we are. Down they go. Alright, all of the archers target the Mirkwood Hunters. Legolas, you can go for those goblins. Just one volley on them will be enough. There we are, and then target them. We have lost an awful lot of our spears there.
Behold how our cowardly foe
Yes, 88 we lost at that time. 2 generals doing the difference. 487 for Hinidauer. They're like cavalry on foot. It's fantastic. Is there a reason you're playing the Woodland Realm? Is there a big change to the faction? They were voted for, as someone said. They won by popular vote, or came in close enough that I thought that we should play as them. Now, it might look like, yes, the Woodland Realm are quite easy on a per battle basis, but they are not easy as an overall campaign. Now, they probably are, but their campaign's not as easy as it first looks. Because as you might note, as soon as we jump away from the battle map and are returned to the campaign map, you will see that since basically turn 3, we have not earned any money. We are now 20 turns into our debt situation, into our debt problem, and we are not looking like we're going to be making money anytime soon. And all we did was train 4 units. This is how expensive the elves are.
My lord. As you wish.
Ah, Queues of Stalled, no surprises there. Principality of Dol Amroth and Khand are at war. And Ardenheim and Harad allied. Disappointing. We've reached the Falls of Rauros. Someone asked, how do you pronounce Maithorithewar? And you pronounce it exactly like that. Maithor-i-thewar. That's how you pronounce it. Right, let's conduct our plan. Thranduil and 2 archers are going to go over to Bur Ulge. And they're going to attack and take it. And we shall sell it to Dale. Adrian will move north when the time comes. For now, he'll continue to go and talk to Mordor so we can get some trade rights in with them. And Legolas, if we make money... Yes! We make money! Turn 24 and we finally make money. Oh, yes. We're making money. If we get Mordor's trade rights, we'll be making even more money. Kill them! It's exactly from Armstrong and Miller, our Reeve 3 RTM. I love the Armstrong and Miller show. I quote so many of the different aspects of it. My favourite sketch is the gentleman who doesn't eat any of the food at the medieval banquet, and then they bring him a pig with an apple in its mouth, and it just gets me every single time when he bites into it. He's like, oh, it's a Braben. Throws it away. Oh, I really enjoyed that show. Candidate for adoption, Veheron. Certainly. Oh, Bjorn's horse has been besieged. If we talk to Mordor, we'll get a military unit. Where did our adopted son come? There he is, Veheron. Oh, he gets free upkeep in Enethauer. Is that because it's because of the orcs? They've already built a slave pit for us. Ah, perfect. You can definitely stay there as the governor then. You're free. And we'd like to have a strong governor on the front line.
Engage! Stay alert.
We don't really want you guys... What we want is towers, but we can't afford them yet. And we are back to not making money. Probably because we just lost a free upkeep. Do we want to send him somewhere that makes a bit more money rather than the front line? Oh no, Enethauer makes the most money outside of our 2 core provinces. So no, that's where you're going to stay, sir. Welcome to your charge. Oh, we can actually train troops here. Oh yes, we want to put money into this then. 40% elven culture. We've got a camp guard, that's why. And we've got the slave pit. Oh, and they built a builder's hall as well. Oh, well, for the orcs, it's just a crappy little ground, but it does the job. Brilliant. Right, let's get him over there. Thank you for the $1.99 Rook Cap Cold Blood. AA culture gain buff in version 5. The long waiting hurts. The AA get... Oh yeah, no, they don't, do they? They need a... Yeah, there's plans to improve the Ardenaeum's culture by basically giving them culture benefits in key places, I think. I'm sure we discussed it. I can't quite remember. Right, we'll keep the scout in Buralj for the time being, just to make sure that garrison doesn't improve. No, they're never going to improve it. If they haven't improved it by now, they're not going to improve it now, are they? Right, and then we come to the... We're getting into the lower reaches of the forest now. There are 2 settlements here. So let's move the... We will move the scout out. Ah, there's a Glaracor. Bugger. Castellans of Dol Guldur. A really formidable unit. And then there's Ostingyle, the town of the stars over there as well. Oh, and I didn't talk to Mordor. I forgot about that. Galu, quick question. Do you know how many celebrities are in DaC? Yeah, there's loads of celebrities in DaC. The portraits have mostly been made by a different modder altogether, and he allowed us to use his portrait mod. And he chose loads of celebrities. It's almost like he has a penchant for purposefully selecting celebrities and using them. Sam Court, since when does Legolas have the Hinidour unit? Is that newly implemented in version 5? Yes, it absolutely is. The Hinidour have been given back to Legolas for version 5 because I thought it would be a good idea. Oh, Dorwinion are doing well. We need to go and talk to Dorwinion. Oh no, we're already allied to Dorwinion, of course. We're already allied to Dorwinion. We have trade rights. They have military access. We have military access.
You have something to discuss with us? Do not think...
Do you want my map info, Mordor? Yeah, you do. And do you want to give me 1,000 gold coins for it? Yes, you absolutely do. Yes. Thank you, Mordor. Oh, we're making 900. No, that's because we just got the 1,000 gold coins. We're still losing money, but only just. Right, we are going to be pulling our diplomat back up now because we're going to be selling that province to Dale. So we'll try and just walk him up there. Thranduil's making his way out. 2 turns from Buralj now. And that's all we can do. It's very disappointing. Bjorn's Halls was attacked by Gundabad. We're not at war with Gundabad. And hopefully the Anduin can keep Gundabad busy. I'd also like to sell Witherboard to the dwarves, but we'd need a real army to do that. And we don't have that yet. But our first port of call to make money once we start earning money is to get the recruitment up. We just need free upkeep in these places, and that in itself will give us about 1,000 more gold coins a turn. So that's our focus. That's what we're going to do with our economy. Right, and Ostingyle is down there, where we find Ulairon the Fearless. Ulairon has Camul Shadow Rangers now. He was for a long time, of course, a Wraith, but we changed him, or rather Hummingbird changed him from being a Wraith into being a runic unit, a sort of runic general to represent the men of Rune that Dol Guldur get in their army. The Camul's set of units. What about Rune? It's a conversation I've joined halfway through. Officially Jan. Galu, would you consider making garrison buildings provide more defender units so they actually serve a purpose and don't just make no difference? The 3 defender units that they give at the 2nd tier, fully upgraded, are redonkulously strong. And units that you can freely throw into battle. Many is the time I've won a battle with those defensive units almost alone. So I dispute your claims, I'm afraid. I also really don't like it when people phrase questions like that. I know you had no way of knowing that, and I'm not dashing you down, but I really dislike it when people present opinion as fact, even though it's done in a jokey way. It just sits really badly with me. It just irks me a great deal, and I would recommend trying not to do it in future. Right, well, I'm going to sell Barrage before we make any further moves, so we are just going to sit in Enethauer and wait for the time being. We'll merge that army together because 20 Wood Elf Spears isn't going to do anything. That's mostly why we're making money, because our army was defeated. So Emyn Nufuin's going to get a Builder's Hall. Erun Tholen could do with a Builder's Hall. Erun Tholen gets free upkeep straight away, so she'll probably go straight for the barracks, because we're only saving 190 gold coins by building a Builder's Hall. So, and probably the same thing over here as well, actually. If we can get the barracks up first. So we want a barracks in each of those to get the free upkeep. Erun Runen doesn't have... Oh, it's got a carpenter's hut though, so that's nice. So you can get a barracks too. Oh no, of course the carpenter's hut doesn't do 10% anymore. It does 25%. So you save almost 500 gold coins by building the Builder's Hall first. Which then, when paired with the saving that you'll make on the Hall of Song, which is 1,000, so you save 250. So you save 750 for a building that costs 950. It also increases the time. I am going to build the Builder's Hall first, apart from here where we've already got it. I think that is definitely the best course of action. Because yes, it will save. It won't save all the money on the 2 buildings we plan to build, but then all the buildings after that will be cheaper too. So I think it's just worthwhile. Arakia Galadirthan. Black Flipper. Oh, Black Flipper. Why did you capitalise the P's? Anyway, will Snow Orcs get any tier 2 unit armour piercing? No, their roster is their roster. Gabriel Chan, check your mission. I will do. I will do. I'm sure we completed our mission. Didn't we? We've already spoken to Mordor. Oh, Eastlings of Rune. The One Rings in Khan Dum. Not bothered about that. That's miles away. We could talk. I don't really want another unit though, to be honest. Eastlings and Dorwinion are at war. Anduin and Lothlorien are allies as well. Nice. No, I want to send him north because we're going to want to talk to Dale soon. So.
Take it for the elves. Destroy it.
Right, this is one where I think we do want to attack as soon as we can, because Thranduil is such a powerful general, and we want the money from Dale, and then we can move out. We could do then 2 attacks if the garrison at Brown Boat hasn't been bolstered. It's still only a single unit. Yes, the garrison there being pathetically small, Thranduil could come down and kill a Glaracor, and the main army could come down and take Austin Gyle. And then that will push Dol Guldur down to only 4 regions. Pushing on Dol Guldur is a very worthwhile tactic, to my mind. Keeping them, denying them regions as fast and as quickly as possible is the best way to defeat them. Because remember, Lothlorien will be pestering them, hopefully, on their western border. And the Anduin might be pestering them around Dol Guldur as well, where most of Dol Guldur's army will be focused. So the more that we can chip away from the north, the less money they're getting, less troops they can train, the more Anduin and Lothlorien might be able to step up to the plate. Selkath Sith says, Gally, you missed my donation. Will you do any more videos with Little Blue Ferret? I don't know, actually. Probably not. Jess obviously stopped YouTube a very long time ago, and she won't come back to it now. And the only way I think I would play with Jess again is if maybe I did a live stream of me playing Apex, for example, because I still play Apex every single day at the moment. And Caspos and I recently made it to Diamond, and Chris made it to Platinum, which was all very nice. So we're pleased with that. And Caspos and I have been smashing duos the past few weeks, and then we played with Jess every now and then. We mostly play with Chris as a third, and we played with Jess every now and then as well. But Apex is so unbelievably different from everything else on the channel that it just seems like it wouldn't really fit. Right, I think we're going to do it. We're going to take Barrage. Oh no, we can't. We need to wait another turn. Alright, we'll wait that turn. You haven't got any... Oh, 1,100. We could get a Vari Spearman in there. Booger. The Enethauer army could already move off. Oh, Captain Lonol has come. Oh, he's only got trash. Oh, they're already resorting to just training trash. Where's our scout? Where is our scout?
My lord.
Eru, what's your name? Eru de Grian. Go and find out what's happening around Dol Guldur. Because we haven't got any major armies in the north. We're not too worried about there now. But... I'm sorry that I missed your donation. Thank you very much for that. It is, you don't need to donate, but it's always very welcome when people do, of course. I'm not going to turn it down, but and I'm grateful. I am grateful. Darian M says, what do you think of spicing up Dale with a refounding? Oh my god. Here's my gun. Shoot me in the head. Refounding the Kingdom of Rovanion, said the 19th millionth person. I don't mean to take that out on you, but do you know how many people have suggested a Kingdom of Rovanion? No. No is the answer. The people always bang on about a Kingdom of Rovanion, and no, we have no plans to reform a Kingdom of Rovanion. It just wouldn't fit in the lore at all. Yes, there was a princedom that was in and around Rovanion, but Dorwinion completely occupies that role. There is no purpose to a Rovanion script. Oh, and Captain Reckered, could you not possibly just stand one tile closer so that you can support me? Oh, I should have moved over there. Oh, then I could have. No, he still wouldn't be involved.
Engage!
Right, I think we're gonna do it. We're gonna push, and then I'm gonna sell it immediately to Dale. And ideally, I would sell it to Dale for a small fee in order to get them involved in the wars with Dol Guldur. I want them to declare war on Dol Guldur, and if I don't get any money for this province, so be it. I just want Dale involved. If Dol Guldur start actually paying attention to the conquests of their land, then we're in real trouble. So we need someone else to help us. Are they running away? Oh, they are running away. Just fire. Just get some shots off before they pull completely back. The Orc Maulers came out of the gate! Morons! Yes! Send them on a merry goose chase. Run away, run away, run away, run away, run away, run away, run away. In line, archers. Right, you guys run over there as well. You can stop and start moving. Arathirith. I know the Arathirith are good in melee, and they absolutely can fight them. But if we can just force them to keep chasing us, we'll do that. We'll do that all day, son. Go over that way. Go over that way. Yeah, go on, go on. Keep running your maulers at me, you stupid orky fools. There's down to 43. More shots come back from the Arathirith. They're 30, they're 29. They're cowering and they're running for the city centre.
They have lost half their men.
Perfect. Right, so they've wasted an entire battalion, an entire company, sorry, of Orc Maulers. Fools. Do they not know death when they see it? Right, you guys, let's come and stand here. Now, we're not going to get shot by the towers. We've got complete tower immunity. But if you can shoot the middle, please do shoot the middle. The Dol Guldur archers are what we want to take out. Oh, yes, you can shoot. Are you doing good shots or are you doing bad shots? You're not doing great ones. There's a lot of arcing shots involved there. Oh, I don't know. You're killing about 10 per volley. No, as many as we'd like. No, don't waste yourself on that. Similarly, don't waste yourself on those 8 Orc Maulers that are running towards us. Right, send the archers in first to deal with the archers.
We've captured the enemy's walls.
Right, hit those archers. Do not let them decimate you too much. Alright, we want everyone to hit those archers. Run in, 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 run in. Oh, do as you're told, please. No, the archers have moved forward. The bodyguard needs to be dealt with. Yes, fantastic. Oh, of course, because the bodyguard's wasting their time to try and throw axes at us, which means we're just cutting them down. Right, change focus on the Dol Guldur archers. I mean, if we lost 10% for 100, that's a worthy payoff, I think. Thranduil's probably going to kill the general. Yes, he did. Leaving only those Dol Guldur archers left. There's 15, 14. Come on, Thranduil. You're meant to be amazing. Run our archers away. The Arathirith will get this. Right, move closer. Move closer, sod it. Let's go and stand right in front of them and shoot the bastards. Can we shoot at the ones that are shooting at us, please? There we are. And then you've got a couple of shots over there. And then there's a Black Numenorian, and it's
Awed by the
over.
victory we have won here today.
Glory be. 37 elves paid with their lives, and almost all of them from one Woodland Scout unit. I can deal with that. That's fine. Good, very good balance throughout the killing. Nice. And then we can give that to Dale. Welcome, Izzy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. A Dorwinian and Gondor alliance script would be cool if you choose the man option. You just ally Gondor. Just go and talk to them. Send your diplomat. Say hello. And I'm sure they'll lap up your alliance request. Absolutely munch that right up. Something I will do today, by the way, in honour of this being episode number 1, is we will go on a little longer than we normally do. So I normally only do live stream for an hour and a half, which would normally see us ending in about 5 minutes time. But this time I'll go on a bit longer. We'll give you 30 more minutes, as this is episode 1. We'll make sure we exterminate the population, so we get a bit of money for that. And that building grounds, 316 gold coins, will come in very handy for our cause. Right, and then what we're going to do is cheek move our diplomat and sell it to Dale straight away. Adrian. We can just character reset him, actually. Adrian. Oh, it's the other way round, isn't it? Oh, I hate this game. Oh, it's because I spelt it wrong. I'm sure it's character reset. Yes, it is. I thought so. I did think so. I've cheated enough in this game. I should bloody well know what the command is. Right, there we are. We definitely want to do this because Dale, because Dol Guldur is sending everything out into the plains rather than up through the centre of the forest. So Bur Alge is actually going to be their primary port of call. But before we sell it to Dale, let's pull Thranduil out. Speaking of pulling Thranduil out, actually, if they're not going to come through the forest and they do want to go this way, then let's try and meet up.
Orders completed. Come, my brothers.
Let's try and get the Thranduil out.
For the light.
Yes, my lord. Always happy to
Make
deal
offer,
with
give
you,
region,
trusted
Bur Alge, tick, tick, tick. They are bankrupt, so they're not going to give us any money. So will you attack Dol Guldur for that town, or is that going to be demanding? Oh, no, they're not going to do it, are they? They're just not going to do it. How about, if you've got no money, what about giving me 1,000 gold coins over the next 10 turns? Very generous. All right. Regular tribute. How about instead making that 500 gold coins for the next 8 turns? Can you do that? Are you able to do that? That's just generous. That should work.
I accept
Yes.
this wonderful. The pleasure was all ours.
There we are.
My
Now that's
lords,
Dale's. They're not going to attack Dol Guldur. They just don't want to. Do you have any enemies, Dale? No, you don't. Right, Thranduil can then link up with Legolas, and we'll take a Glaracor out of Brown Boat and we'll stem the tide of Dol Guldur forces moving through. Anduin still has Roscabel, which is virtually unheard of. There's Dol Guldur's army. Yes, they went to Achnodiorn. So are Lothlorien keeping them busy? That's the question. We shall see. We shall see. There's Lothlorien. Yes, Lothlorien are fighting them. We need Lothlorien involved. We can't do this alone. We need Lothlorien. And then we might have to turn our attention to... Oh, the dwarves are finally moving on Witherboard. Thank goodness for that. That'll give Gundabad someone else to think about rather than just me. Rumours from Eredluin. Yes. The ring script, etc. What are you up to, though, Lothlorien? Is Camul still in Dol Guldur? Oh, we're too far away to see. Ah, there's Dol Guldur's main army. They are dealing with Lothlorien, which, of course, in a few turns will become us. Dale and Dol Guldur have gone to war, yes, and they did so because Dol Guldur took back Bur Alge. Oh, fantastic. Oh, and there's Ularon himself. What is he doing all the way up here? And where did Captain Laglan just come from?
Over here, elves.
Bastards are moving back on us. Do you have enough to deal with Ularon's force? What's Ularon? Shadow Rangers. No, probably not. No, definitely not.
Come, my brothers.
If we move down there, we're out of the way, but then we'll just bump into one of the other teams. But hopefully Dale will take Bur Alge back. They're still going to pay us. We are now making money, courtesy of their 500 gold coins. We can't get any closer. But Dol Guldur is starting to get to the point where they're training a lot of forces now. Oh, that's an army of trash, though, isn't it? That's an army of... I'm going to gamble, but that is an army of... but then the Lyron's just going to snap us up. Can we go and hide in the trees? I'm going to gamble. Yes, we're hidden. We're hidden in the trees. Perfect. So that should keep Thandal alive. For now. Diplomat. We don't need to talk to Dumbledore really anymore. Or Dale. Let's try and now send you down to Rune. Just keep getting trade rights with everyone we can and sell our map information to people that can actually afford to buy it. Now, I think this campaign is going to take a steep difficulty hit when we merge with Lothlorien in about 20 turns, because we're going to inherit their problems as well as their regions and their generals. And we don't get all of their troops. Something you may have recalled at the beginning when I explained the changes to the Alliance script. The Kalmar Union script, which is all we're using, and when I say Kalmar Union script, it's literally one line of script that just says give everything to X faction from Y faction. And anyway, it doesn't give everything. It's the fundamental issue. We will not get all of their troops. The only troops that won't be disbanded when we merge with them are the ones that we have ownership of in the export script unit file, which is at the moment all of their militia units, which is the 3 militia type units. So there's one spear, there's one axe and shield, and then there's an archer. You get access to them, and you get access to the ones that you can actually train later on. So you will get some of their troops at the start, but not all of them, and it will prove to be a bit of a challenge. He moved back and linked up with them.
Follow me. Sire.
And I think Legolas can attack him. But let's just merge our army first of all and stay there hidden in the forest. We might be able to ambush Lyron. I don't think Dale's actually going to help now. So all of our plan to get them involved just actually then ended up meaning that they got attacked and they lost the one region that we gave them. Very disappointing. Exactly that, officially, Jan. My economy is in shambles, as you can see. We have not made any money now since turn 2, or possibly turn 3. And selling map information is keeping us sort of from going deep into decline. Gundabad keep trying to bribe my capital city from me, which is moronic. The Dunedain leader is dead. Aragorn has just died. Feharon has found a wife, and there's a huge Goldor army coming up to meet us. Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you, Dale. This is why I was in no way worried that this campaign was going to be a doddle. Dol Guldur, despite how hard and fast I have hit them, are such a hard enemy to actually counter. They can throw so many troops at you. And yes, they're all trash tier crappy troops that aren't ever going to threaten us in a month of Sundays. But there's only so many low tier trashy crappy troops we can defeat before that 10 elves you lost or those 100 elves you lost really starts to... You really start to feel those losses. That's what we're trying to counter. But what we're going to do is try and sneak past them. Hopefully Dale will get involved up there. So let's bring our scout back. Let's see what Dale does at Bur Alge, and then we might be able to nip down and take Brown Boat from underneath them. And then at least we've got a village to defend if they attack us. But then we don't want to lose Thranduil and Legolas in the same battle. Nagesh, I'm starting to think that you might be a teenager or perhaps a younger person. You can fiddle around with your computer's visual settings, you know, and it won't make me look orange, because as you're the only person ever, since I ever started doing these live streams, that thinks I look orange. And yes, there's a bit of an orange hue, but that'll be your visuals on your screen more than me. I can't change your computer for you. But all the emojis added after it. Apologies, I'm a bit of a serious person. You might read that as a boring person, but the use of emojis in chat has passed me by, that era of discussion and chat. I use smiley faces in text a lot to pass over the fact that I'm not being grumpy with my message. But I don't use things like that. The following factions are now at war with each other. Dale and Rune. Oh, so Dale have just had 2 nations declare war on them. And Khand and Ardenheim have allied, and Dol Guldur is allied to Rune. Brilliant. And Moria and the Dunedain have declared a truce. Interesting. Right, our spies come far back as we can possibly go. Oh, Iron, you can go and be used as a diplomat. Ah, there's Captain Macrolg. Perfect. Can you come and hide in trees over there? No, you can't, but you're at least curling around, and that gives us southern protection. That's what we want. We've got a Valesman diplomat. We've got a, and we've got Radagast knocking around on our borders. We are about to earn money. Erin Nufuin and Erin Thollen soon get their builders' halls built, and then we can get barracks, and then we can get town halls, and then we finally got free upkeep. Oh, is that a diplomat? No, that's a spy. That's a spy. It's just Gallu's angelic glow. I don't think I look all that orange. Callie, do you think I look all that orange?
Watch the flank!
She yawned. Aha! A battle. Your forces ambush an army of the Shadow of Mirkwood. The enemy knew nothing of the attack, and they will be absolutely obliterated. Obliteration can begin. Perfect. That's what we like to see. Picking off their forces trying to sneak into our forests. Diddly diddly dum. With this new Elf script, what would happen in a hot seat campaign involving 2 people playing Lothlorien in the Wood Elves campaign? Well, Crosby 7885. You can't play Divide and Conquer in a hot seat mode without tinkering with the files yourself, otherwise the game will just not work. So we don't ever factor hot seat in. Hot seat doesn't work in DaC without you knowing what you're doing and having to make changes yourself. So nothing is probably the answer to your question. Nothing would happen. Right, if we put everyone up here so the enemy has to sort of come this way, and let's try and target a primary unit and just get them completely gutted out of the battle. There's 47 of them, and it's not very useful, is it? Right, and then 1 melee can go there, and 1 melee can go there. Oh no, that's not really a very good position at all, actually. Given how good the range that we get as elves, I think it's actually better to come and sit on this hill and just smash them, just crush them from here. Much better plan. Yes. We want to utilise our range to the best of our ability. And there we are, everyone can fire straight away. So, if you can take out the maulers, you join in on those maulers. And I want the Dol Guldur host. I'm not too worried about their archers, they're just not good enough to actually really do anything to us. So, and if they're going to waste their shots on our generals as well, they're never going to kill our generals. So, let's take out
only half the enemy force remains.
The host and the maulers. Get the melee forces completely gutted first. Yes, nice to see. Dol Guldur host has moved up. Right, now all 3 of you can go for the archers. You just take on that host. You go for the archers, and this will be over before we know where we are.
The enemy general lies dead.
There we are. That was a much better plan. Get as much distance on the melee forces as possible to use our range. Show the cat, says Shadow Spion. Brazida says Gallo is sanguineous reborn. I don't have large angel wings, so I don't think that's me. We didn't lose a soul. Oh, fantastic. Well played, everyone. And Legolas took 215 down. I can show you the cat. She's beginning to wake up, so she won't mind. Come here. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. There she is. She doesn't know what to think, do you, Cali Cat? No, she doesn't. Oh, she's so cute. Hello. See how sleepy she is? You can't really see because the camera's too small. But she's sleepy. She likes having her little belly rubbed. But she most likes her little neck rubbed. It's her favourite thing. She's all about that. But she's warm and she's heavy, so I'm just going to put her down. You go sit over there. There we go. She probably is waking up because she'd like some luncheon, even though it is 2 hours before her luncheon time. She's going to be going and finding Jess and pestering her for food.
Your orders.
Right, where's our spy? There he is.
Approaching my lord. As you wish. Without
Oh
question.
no, don't tell me that they... Oh, look at the forces that they've got here. Bugger.
Follow me.
Let's just nip in, smash a Glarica off the face of the earth, destroy everything in Brown Boat, and then maybe sell it back to them.
Yes, my lord.
Character reset for me, please. What's your name? I forget your name every time, even though I move you so much. Yeah, he's ready. He's ready. It looks like Dale moved their army off immediately. Oh no, look, Dale's amassing a force. I need you on side, Dale. I need you. I need you to do well.
Put them down.
Right, we got this. In and out, hit and run. Smash the town, destroy all the buildings, and then possibly sell it to Dol Guldur. Why would we sell it back to Dol Guldur, though? They'll get a garrison then. If we sell it to Dale, they'll just lose it straight away. But then that doesn't matter, does it? I think we'll sell it to Dale. Using all the cheesy strats in the book. Welcome to the small village of Brown Boat. We shall be setting up on this hill here and burning every single thing inside of it. They will be very sorry that they decided to fight me. Dirty bastards. Right, archers, stand you ready. You guys move forward to... Oh no, hang on, let's just wait and see what they're going to do first. Because sometimes they pull forces out of the city. But we will put Legolas and Thranduil up on the hill. It's nice having Legolas and Thranduil fighting together. It's like father-son time. Killing orcs. Right, there we are. Legolas has started firing. But... Oh, and so is Thranduil. Perfect. And Castellans is the exact target I would like you to hit. Right, you guys move a bit further forward. And archers, if you would as well. Sprint. Massacre these. Send them back to the town square. The Castellans are really powerful. We don't want them to fight us. We do not want to be up against them. Alright. Now you can change your targets. Hit those goblins. Right, Maithri Thuar. There is a task now that must be done. One that you can certainly achieve. Kill a Glaracor. He's in there somewhere. Also, we need to tell the archers to target manually, or they'll target these. Ah, there he is. Is that him at the back? No, that's another Castellan. Where are you, Glaracor? Oh, there he is. The Nazgul running forward. Well, we might as well wait till we've completely run out of arrows, actually. There's no point wasting... Oh, they're coming back. They're coming back.
They have lost half their men.
Alright, hit him. 6 Castellans. We're going to need to take him on in melee anyway. The Nazgul never die to arrow fire. They're stubborn buggers. Right, times 6 it. I won't zoom in on them on that fight. It's just them hitting a Nazgul over and over and over and over and over again. Everyone else should be able to get into position though. Ah, Glaracor died. And the Castellans are no more. And the enemy force is now prime and ready to be shot at. Oh, Legolas is out of arrows. Oh, he always runs out so quickly. Archers of Mirkwood. Hit those Mirkwood hunters. Nice. Down they go. They're not even in range. They're not even firing back. It's a simple victory where hopefully we've lost almost no one. The perfect hit and run attack. Smashed it. Yes!
Awed by the victory we have won here
No
today.
losses! A Glaracor is sent packing! Fantastic. Please, does anybody know, asks Mark. Does anyone know how he changed his general's position with one button both from curved to straight? Because I have much trouble with it. I don't really know what you mean there, I'm afraid. You group your 2 units together, and then you press Shift 1, and then that allows you to move the group as much as you want, but it keeps them in a group. Is maybe, possibly what you mean? Now we get 5 loot. If we just occupy and destroy, we'll get more money than any of these things. So we just occupy, burn everything. Oh, that's almost... This is going to be like nearly 2,000 gold coins. Yes! Yes! Yes, we're making money! And both Erun Dolan and Erun Nufu in a building. Oh, yes, it's a dream. It's a dream. Didn't see that coming, did you, Dol Guldur? All-knowing, all-seeing. Pah! Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Now, we could actually just hold on to Brown Boat, but we're going to be attacked by that large army to our north. And we don't really want to be attacked by that large army to our north.
Yes.
Where did Dale's army go? We are going to sell it to Dale. Many of you are going to say, no, Galu, don't sell it to Dale. That's basically cheating. That's so cheesy, but I'm way beyond that.
Yes, my lord. Dear friends, what can we do for
I'm going to give you Brown Boat. And in exchange for Brown Boat, you're going to give me... You're still bankrupt. You're going to give me your map information and... oh, no, but if you're bankrupt, you just can't give me money. What about we change the tribute up to 600 gold coins and we now make it another 8 turns? Yes.
A most generous offer. An honor.
A most generous offer. I shall gladly continue to bankrupt myself in order to buy this pathetic little village in the back arse end of nowhere. Thank you for your generosity, King Thranduil. Oh, you're more than welcome. It's totally in your favour, of course. Please don't read any of the small print. Can you even read? Probably not. Thick wads. Anyway, we'll gladly milk our allies for money. Dale, hopefully, will now send that large army there. Captain Rendorich or Reindorich. Hopefully they'll send him south and come and hit this area. Brown boat will fall immediately, but we made money out of it, and that is what matters. And with that great success, we shall obtain another spy. Spies are very useful in this campaign, and they do cost 100 gold coins, but that's all right. We'll take it. And we've got a bit more money, and I just noticed we can get some buildings. You can give me 40 gold, but you'll take about 20 turns to pay that off. You can be retrained, apparently. 1,580. No, we should just store up our money. We want the free garrisons. That's the best economic boost we can give ourselves. Free garrisons. And we are going to get those. Once the barracks builds here, that one will become free, and that's 330 more gold coins. If all 3 of those become free, we will get 1,000... we'll get 990 gold coins more per turn, which is fantastic, because considering we only make 500 gold coins at the moment. So we'll end the turn. Let's see what Dolgador will do about Brownbow. Gallo is really making sure he can't lose his campaign with the Woodland Realm. And do you mean all of the changes I made, Brasidas? Those were to make the campaign more fun, more engaging, more enjoyable to watch. Nothing to do with my fear that we might lose again. Oh, Farmhand Pikemen, by the way. Those, I've noticed that a few people have spoken about those. They are, as we speak, being changed into a Breland-only unit. I don't know if that was mentioned, and that's why you're all talking about them.
Well met. We have something for
Oh, no. And there it is. Accept or we will attack. Give us 210 gold coins. They'll just attack me, even if I... If an AI ever sends you this message, it means that you are now in their reticule. They're lining up to attack you no matter what. I staunchly stand by that it is best to just say no. Send them on their merry way with a finger to swivel upon and brace yourself for an attack. Because even if you accept it and you pay them money, they'll just attack you on the next turn. They are such treacherous bastards. So never bow to their pressure. Right, you go and watch Burrowls. Make sure that Captain Macrolg doesn't come west. Hopefully Dale... Vidisith's heading south. Oh, Vidisith himself. He has the pikemen as his bodyguard. I will fight for your forces as if they were my own friend. And I think we can continue our rampaging, ransacking and destruction of our enemies by moving our army then across to Ostingile and hitting that as well. But I've just noticed we could get a tower just there. Which one of you moves the furthest? Right, if we take the whole army, except Legolas, and just sort of move over there for now. Legolas, if you just build me... Where does our border start? Just there.
Elves. Over here, elves.
Build me a watchtower. That'll keep sight on Brown Boat.
We will need that one.
Build me another one over there. Yeah, just sort of follow Thranduil's path, but slightly behind, and build watchtowers while you do it. Is there a general in Runen? No, there isn't. We need to keep him in Enethal, though. He's free in Enethal. He won't be free in Runen. Ah, Runen's building the barracks. That's the first free unit that's going to come. And after that, the Builders' Halls, unfortunately, don't give us any money, so they're not going to change anything. Bugger. Except, and we will attack. Indeed, Izzy has the right of it. I've never, ever... And I mean that, that's not hyperbole, I mean that exactly as I say it. I have never accepted one of those demands and not been attacked instantly within maybe 5 turns. It always just means we're planning to attack you and we're going to try and milk some money out of you first before we do. So would you like to accept this incredibly gullible offer, or would you like to reject it? And you should always reject. They will always just attack you afterwards. This time, they might not. Maybe this will be the first one where actually they think, oh no, we won't go for them. Because the AI does, of course, update its priorities every single turn. So every turn it thinks, well, what's the best, where should we go now? Where's the best area to go? Which region should we attack next? And it's always changing because the situation's always changing. Like the dwarves, for example, sent more troops to Witherboard. So Gundabad might now be thinking, oh, we should focus more on the dwarves. So they may not think of us as much, but you never know. Dorwinion have hit Dol Guldur, which is fantastic. We got the 2 builders' halls in the middle, which is also fantastic. Now we want to go for Erin Tholen because this already has free upkeep. So you need a barracks first. Nufuin, though, if you give us a Hall of Song first, because the law bonus might help us. No, it doesn't. We don't have any corruption anyway. But you get the Hall of Song first, and you get the barracks first. And no, don't build the Hall of Song. Well, let's save up and get the barracks, then build the Hall of Song. Right, there's Thranduil. Thranduil could deal with Radgash, though. Legolas, build me another tower and move south. We will. We'll move down and hit Ostingyle. Oh, Brownboat's got a garrison. Dol Guldur ignored it. What is going on here? This is fantastic news. Absolutely fantastic news. And where's Dorwinion? Why have they just declared war on Dol Guldur? Let's go and find Dorwinion. Oh, yes, Vidusith. You're building an army. We need to help Dale. We need to help and assist with Dale. Where's our other spy? You're in Enethar, aren't you? Yes, you are. Castian, welcome. Come south. Ostingyle has a bit of a garrison, but our main army still holds. Will still work. Let's send Radgash back with his tail between his legs. Yeah, that's an army we'll easily beat. This has been a fantastic example of stability, which is, touch wood, it's now not going to crash. But we're now approaching 1 hour and 50 minutes, and we haven't had a single crash yet, which is pretty good for a mod. Pretty damn good. Start the battle. Alright, we just want to line up and attack them. Everyone that fires arrows. We don't have our nation's favourite son with us today, so it'll take a little bit longer than usual. Legolas Greenleaf of the Woodland Realm is away on business. Right, they're sending the hunters forward first. Are we in a good position to shoot at them? Yeah, reasonably good. There's a bit of a hill behind us we could take up positions on, I suppose, but we're up against a lot of Dol Guldur trash here, so I'm not too concerned. This is quite good timing that this Wood Elf campaign has started now, because there is only a single episode left of my Warhammer 2 Wood Elf campaign, and I would implore you all to watch that if you would, just to see if you think you like it, because I thoroughly enjoy playing Warhammer, and I really, really, really like the battles in Warhammer. There's so much more that you can do in a battle in Warhammer. Right, let's beam down these Orc Maulers. Oh no, I did ask actually if you could beam down the Orc Maulers. You seem to have not done that. Where's the archers? So with the Woodland Realm in, well, they're not called the Woodland Realm, but with the Wood Elves in Warhammer 2 ending, the Wood Elves in DaC picks up. I quite like that. There's a sort of continuity to that I am on board with. 9 elves sadly paid today, all from the Maithorithawar. No surprises there. Gundabad crashing has been fixed, but it's rather a sledgehammer to fix a nut. The problem with Gundabad is a problem that's something we had no idea existed in the mod, and that is that they have too many options on recruitment every turn. And they don't know what to recruit, and for some bizarre reason, their process of what should I do crashes the game. By removing the retraining building from the game, we've solved a lot of end-turn crashes, and it is unfortunately, therefore, likely going to be the way it will stay. So the retraining building that I spoke of a great deal about is actually probably not going to make it into the mod. I apologise for that. Lots of people were anticipating it, but until we can find a way to make it work without breaking the game's hard-coded recruitment limit, we are just scuppered, and I just don't know what to do, and I don't want to spend the hours and hours and hours and hours of testing to find out what the actual limit is. But in essence, when we have the recruitment building in the mod, the Gundabad crashes the game almost every single turn. When we take it out, you get 2 hours of non-stop gameplay. So it's a bit of a challenge, really. Okay, I already know why I have a problem. The city in the upper right corner outside the map causes the game to stop. Just what should I do with this town? This is definitely a scripting city. What do you mean it causes the game to stop? The town in the top right is a scripting city. Yes, it needs to be held. It can't be owned by anyone. There'd be major problems with the game if it was owned by someone. So it has to remain as part of the scripts faction. Alright, here we are in Ostingale, which unfortunately is a town, so they'll hold off. We don't have a famous general here. We do have a lot of forces, but we've recently taken Legolas back on board, and we can get some Woodland Warriors. Yes. I'm going to do that. I know that we're saving up for the barracks in Erentholland, but if we can take Ostingale, we'll pay for the barracks almost immediately. Dale are moving their army to Brownbow, and Macrolg and Zugthak are coming through to Runen. Oh, bugger. Dale, please. Please, 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 please hit Burrolls. Give them something to think about.
As you wish.
Where's Dorwinian in all of this?
Follow me.
Right, yeah, hit Ostingale. It's the best that we can do. I can't get around to hit Gorduff to cheese out the garrison, so we'll have to just hit them here.
Lay it to ruins. Keep them off balance.
But that will suffice.
Approaching.
What's happening down at Dogaldor?
Approaching.
Nothing really. Some troops are coming back. Chieftain Lagaran. We don't know where Camul is then. Camul's probably over here in that town. Dale, please don't move on Brownbow. I really need you to defend me. If those armies make it to me, I'm just going to lose every town I've held, and I'm going to be back where I started with no money. Bugger. Retraining building. What building is that? It's a building that you could build in castles that would allow you to retrain any of the AOR units within your faction. So any unit that is only available in XYZ location could be retrained, only retrained, not trained, but retrained in this way station building. And so you'd build it in a barracks, then in a castle, and then you'd send all of your AOR units to that castle, and then you could retrain them. So a good example is Gondor. Your fiefdom units, you can keep them on the front lines by retraining them in castles and just keep them going and going and going and going. But that building broke the game. So we're back to AOR units, unfortunately, being unretrainable. All right, let's hit Ostingale. Unfortunately, they foolishly moved their army around, and it's going to be an absolute doddle of a battle. So that's what we like to see. Omar Manzo has given me 99 cents, an American cent, and an angry face. I'm not really sure why, but thank you. Thank you, I suppose. When is the next developer diary, says Hiram? It will probably be next week sometime, because lots of changes have gone in now. So I think we're probably at a point where we can chuck out another developer diary now. In line, archers! In line, archers! Fire at will, Commander. Who's standing on the other side? Mirkwood Goblins, the equivalent of Snagger. Oh, the Wag Marauders are moving in there. Can we kill those off? Because they might try and come through the gate. Oh, yes, look at that. 53, 34, 33. Down they go, down they go. Into oblivion. Oblivion, take them! Right, move the archers forward. Woodland Wardens, come and stand at the gate. Archers are in position. Can we shoot the middle? Mirkwood Hunters. Oh, Legolas, can you shoot the general? Mirkwood Bodyguards, yes you can. Oh, yes you can as well. Anyone who can shoot that middle ground, hit it.
Force remains. We're through the enemy's walls.
The walls are down.
Into the breach and onto victory.
Alright. Nothing in their army shoots back. Oh, the hunters do, actually. No, so that's a really silly idea. Run away. Don't just take random losses.
Have proved their worth today.
Keep shooting, keep shooting, keep shooting, keep shooting. Oh, Arathoth have so many arrows. 32. 12 more arrows over everyone else in our army. Bulk of the enemy force is going down. We still have some archers yet to fire, so let's charge them in. Archers of Mirkwood! In line, archers! It makes me want to play Battle of Middle-earth so much. Mirkwood Hunters, how many are actually left over here? Just the general, isn't it? Yes, it is. Oh, nice. Alright, while they're firing, let's move Thranduil in. He's our prime... he's the best place to take them down, I think. He is best placed to take them down. Just rush him. Get those axes out. Here we go. The first time we're going to see the Arathoth properly in melee. They're going to go in with their bows first of all, though. And then they swap to their axes when they reach charging distance, and then apparently Thranduil's going in on his own first. No, the spearmen and the banner carrier are going to go in and take down the general. Oh, they did! Blimey. Well done, everyone. We lost a single elf from the Woodland Warriors. Fantastic. Adam Dotlerchill, thank you very much for the 5 English pounds. Hey Gallo, is it possible to gain the other elves' generals when you merge via the script? Oh, it's Impremi. Oh, hello, Impremi. Oh, interesting that was £5. Do you live in England? Yes, you gain all the generals. Every single general they own you get, but they will not have their own bodyguards. They will get your bodyguards, and that applies to custom bodyguards as well. So Celeborn and Haldir will lose their custom bodyguards. They will come in with just standard Woodland Realm bodyguards, which some people will find disappointing. But now, if we sack it, they'll destroy those buildings, but we'll get nowhere near as much money. So we're going to occupy this settlement, and then we're going to destroy everything. I know that this is a town that ideally we would want, but no. Kill off all of these things. And... oh, wait, that was a mission. Oh, we've got Woodland Wardens for that. And now we've got more money than we know what to do with. Eminufuin, you can build your town hall. Thranduil's halls. Let's just have a look. Where's the trade? Imports and exports. We make the most money from Escaroth. That's interesting. So if we go with a market, we go from 380 to 400 trade and 170 to 220. So that's 50 more and about 20 more. So it's about 70 more. 71 more. If we build communal farming, we go about 70 more again, actually. So they're equal, really. But with trade flourishing as much as it is, I think a market in the long term is a better building. Torfilin, just for the funds, just build what you can. That will give us 40 for 1,300, or 1105, or 658 for 40. Yeah, get another tenner up. We probably could use this opportunity to train some forces as well, actually. How many free upkeep do you get? Only one. Oh, we got those units in our capital, didn't we? Let's take the Woodland Wardens out, and I'll take a unit of the Spearmen as well. Yeah. Try and get yourselves down here. Oh, bugger. Dogaldor have taken Dwinberg. Oh, Adrian, what are you up to? You've got Roscabel, but you've lost Dwinberg. How have you done that?
My lord.
Play the bloody game, you fool. Alright, we're 5 turns away from the script now as well, which is going to see our capital attacked. So actually, I think we're going to leave those troops there because the capital will need all the forces it can get when we get attacked. It's a large army that comes. We're not going to sit in Ostengile, though, because we will probably just lose it.
Yes, my lord.
I don't really want to sell that one off, though, because it's cheesing it. It's of no use to Dogaldor anymore. If we could get Dwinberg back and give that back to Anduin, I think that might help our cause. Oh, we could sell it to Anduin, couldn't we, actually? Yes. Because Anduin have Roscabel. So I think we can, if we hit Gorduff. He's got some Wargs and Nag. Oh, you've got Ballister Crew. Oh, bugger. But they've got to come in. That's alright. Yeah, we can kill these. Let's kill this army off, and then I'll fight this battle, and then I'll do my machinations, and then I will end so that I can go and have some luncheon. But I'm loath to end because we still have over 600 people watching, which is just absolutely mind-blowing to me. I do hope you've all enjoyed and are enjoying watching along. I mean, I presume you are because you've all remained. But granted, a large chunk of that is because this is the first one in the campaign. But it's still amazing to see that many people. But alas, I have other things I need to do today, I'm afraid, and so I can't really stretch this one out much longer. I'm hungry is the main cause. I'd like to have lunch. It's 1 o'clock now here in England, if you're wondering what timings everything is on. They've got an absolutely fantastic hill. We don't want to be shooting up that, and we want to try and make as much distance between us and them as possible, so that we get maximum use of our range. So if we come over here...
The enemy are bringing in
and then walk up to this hill. There we are. They're pulling back to meet with their reinforcements. That's fine. We'll let them meet their reinforcements. Go up there. I wonder where they're going to stand. Ah, the reinforcements are coming in from there. So they're going to pull up to this hill, which means they're going to be in forest cover. And they're going to shoot at us. We probably should have stayed at the bottom of the hill and started shooting, actually. Bugger. Free cookies and coffee. Why do I have version 5 of DaC? Says Quick Dino. Dino, I don't want this to sound more grandiose than I mean it to, and or as big-headed as this is going to come across. But do you know who I am? Because I think your question implies you probably don't. I have version 5 of Divide and Conquer Quick Dino because I am the modding leader of Divide and Conquer. So I have the most up-to-date version of DaC always because I mod it. But that sounded really, that was such a, dare I say, toxic thing to say, but it just always makes me chuckle when people ask questions like that. Right, we're going to take some losses from the Ballista. There is no way around that. So if we try and tempt the Ballista with some of our cheaper archers and get Legolas and Thranduil to come in after the Ballista have started shooting at us. And melee, come and form on the right side. Oh, look, they're pulling back. Bastards. This is going to be the first battle where we're actually going to have some trouble, some difficulty. We've now got to assault a hill in trees. Our units aren't very good in forests. This isn't Warhammer 2. We don't get a benefit in forests. We can hide in forests, but we can't fight very well from forests. And indeed, we are actually getting shot at. The hill bonus is giving them more range than us. And it's proper Dol Guldur archers now. Yeah, we need to move the archer line forward. Those Dol Guldur archers need to die. Dol Guldur scouts are up in there as well. The Ballista crew is targeting our archers. Oh, that's good. I don't want them targeting Legolas and Thranduil. There's some wargs out there somewhere, which I really wanted to kill off. But no one can hit them yet. Oh, you can. Come out at times 6. This isn't the battle to play at times 6. Arathirith, move forward and hit those. Melee forces. Sprint up the hill. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Get in front of the archers. We're going to take some losses from this battle. We shouldn't have fought this. But this is so that the Anduin can actually hold Ostingyle. Because if we don't do this, they'll lose Ostingyle the very turn they get it. No, if the enemy's charging towards us, actually. No, new plan. Run everyone out of the trees. Run away, run away, run away. Run away, run away. Come and stand on that hill. Melee line. Come and form a line. If we've got them, if we've baited them, let's use our superior speed to pull back. Please don't be an archer. Oh, those wargs hit the archers.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
No, we got them. We got them. We got them. We baited them. Oh, sugar plums. Fecking siege! I hate siege! Yesterday's bloody Warhammer battle, we got murked over by the human artillery, and then in this flipping one, we're going to get killed off by Ballista crews non-bloody stop. Target these Orc Maulers. Target these Orc Maulers. Everything else in this army is either basically dead or trash, and is therefore not something we need to worry about.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost
But there is
half their men.
still a lot of people here. Where is the actual siege crew? How far away is it? Why is there a unit hiding up here? Oh, that is the Ballista. Oh, there they are. Alright, Legolas, you're hidden in the trees now. Let's use that to our advantage. Oh, yes, because he can hide anywhere, of course. Right, Woodland Scouts, go up and hit the Dol Guldur archers. Stop them. Just keep firing at things, the rest of you. It doesn't actually matter if Thranduil takes losses. As long as he himself doesn't die, we're alright. I want you to go and hit those archers. And actually, you guys should probably target the archers now. Yeah. Legolas, your use in battle against the Ballista will shine through. As I've mentioned, they do have 15 melee attacks, so they're not weak in melee. But they're relatively low armor of 15, which is for the tier that you actually can train that unit, because we can't really train them till the late game. But for that kind of point, the 15 melee defense isn't very good, or 15 overall defense isn't very good. But at this point in the game, against a Ballista crew, they'll just make mincemeat of them. So Legolas has a benefit there, has a use. Oh, I didn't go through and write down what that does. I was going to do that so that we would at least know for this campaign what the benefit of that is. We've lost 23% of our army, mostly melee though, I would have thought. But when we actually hit our enemies, we then really show how powerful we are in melee.
Half the enemy. Good tidings. The enemy general.
An enemy general has died. Oh, the Ballista crew are routing. So only the archers are left. And it's over, yes. 184. It's not too bad given what we were up against. Legolas taking top spot again. Right, now we'll sell that to Anduin. Cheesy though it may be. Do you not know who I am? Oh, you're new. Oh, I see. You don't need to apologise. I only said that as a joke, because it's rare you ever get to say, "Do you not know who I am?" I don't mean to shame you or anything like that. It's just rare I get to answer those. Venerio Scultro, Arakir in the next developer diary. So we removed siege from the game. We bloody well should remove siege from the game. If the AI knew that it's the only thing that actually works against my army, they would have trained siege for days now. But fortunately, the fools have no idea how useful siege is. Right, let's just cheat and sell that, and then we will call a day to this so that I can go and have a sandwich. Oh, I need to go for a run first as well, actually. Ugh. Character reset first of all, then show cursor stat. Cursor stat, and then move him over here to talk to the Anduin. Adrian. 302, 349. Perfect, we're in. Oh, look at the garrison of Roscobel. They're going to want this. They're going to want this. And please tell me you've got money. Oh, you've got loads of money. Oh, yes. Yes. Alright, here's Austin Guile. Make demand. Map information. I'll give you my map information because I'm a nice guy. And then, how about 5,000 gold coins?
How could we refuse such a
Thank
generous
you, Matt Smickelson, for giving me 5,000 gold coins. You're a dream. You're more than a dream. You're a gift on a wing, on a song, on a prayer. All right, with Dale and the Anduin both being supported by my raids, I think what we should probably do now is actually move over and try and get Dwinberg back, and then give that back to the Anduin. So if we move over to try and hit Ugzag, which we will do in due course, but we do need to watch out over here because of this army. But with the money that we're making, it's time to make somewhere useful. Oh, Enethal could get roads. It could get roads. Trade goes from 90 to 154. Only makes 583 at the moment. Are you all building a thing? Yes, you are. You're the only one that's not building. I'm really tempted to get some military units here instead. Woodland Horse Archers would be a dream against Dol Guldur, and particularly if they're going to start making siege. Let's get a Hall of Music. Or Master Builders Hall. Master Builders Hall. We'll get a Master Builders Hall. Then we'll go for a Hall of Music so that we can actually get another free upkeep. Which we're going to train already, I think, in anticipation. Yeah, we don't actually make very much money, but courtesy of the Anduin's little bump there in supplies. I don't really care that I just got 5,000 gold coins for that. It's a bit cheesy, I know. But I'm not too bothered because I am actively helping to keep the Anduin alive. So I feel like I'm allowed it. Oh, the dwarves didn't take Witherboard. What is the garrison in Witherboard? How are you so crap at this? Do something, you sorry bastards. They did hold off the Dol Guldur force, though. It seemed to disappear. Captain Zagthak pulled back to Barrage, and Vidasith now has Macrol stuck. He's pinned him in. And we're going to hit Ugzag. But that is all going to be for another time. I am now going to end the episode. So thank you very much, all of you, for tuning into this, the first episode of the Woodland Realm campaign. Thank you for all of your questions, your comments. Thank you to everyone who donated. That was so kind of you. You really didn't need to. But thank you nevertheless. I hope you've enjoyed this Woodland Realm campaign, and I would implore all of you, those of you forced to listen to me, please do go and have a watch of the Warhammer videos if you haven't checked them out yet, because the campaign is about to end. As I say, only one more episode. I'd really like Warhammer to be slightly more of a feature on the channel, so do check it out and give me your honest feedback. If there's a reason you're not watching it, let me know in one of the videos. It's welcome and requested. But for now, and until we speak again, I have understood how to end these videos without cutting myself off, and I only really need to wait for about 3 seconds. So, for now, and until we speak again, have a fantastic Saturday, have a wonderful week, and do enjoy yourselves. But until then, Navar na den Perimad Melonin.